Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Escape from Tarkov and to the Giga Stream. Let me just whip this right up here. Hello! Hello, we are back. We're live. We're finally on. I know, I'm very sorry that I wasn't on earlier, but things got busy. It ended up not working, and I was like, you know what? I had two choices, right? I basically had two choices. I could either come on late and be on for like an hour and a half, or I delay it a bit and then be on for like 3 hours, which I thought was the better choice. So, you know, of the two, I think this was the best one. So, Limois33, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, my man. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, look, I'm finally maybe just about going to finish my first GPU in my first Bitcoin in 10 hours. So much for the 5 slots from getting maxed hideout, right? Like, that's a real kick in the teeth. Because that's the deal. You get to max hideout management. It's the only elite skill that I have, being the kind of econ player that I am. And given that my hours this wipe have been a lot less. Because like last wipe I got Kappa, this wipe I haven't got Kappa. Because I just haven't had time to do all the quests, basically. And to do all the ones that I don't want to do. You know, last time I did all the ones, even the ones I didn't want to do. Whereas this time, I just didn't do the quests I didn't want to do. Some of them were really painful. Especially the sniper bolty ones. I'm just not a huge fan of them. So I just didn't do them. Because I just didn't really have time. So I just did stuff that I thought was fun instead. Like getting better at factory and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, getting elite hideout. You get this thing here, +2 water filter slots, +2 air filter slots, +2 to the storage limit of coins for Bitcoin farm. So after getting that, I'm being like, yeah, it means I hardly have to check the hideout, which, I mean, I kind of check it every day anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. But now it takes 100 hours. How long even is that? Like, if you're going to do like 500 hours, yeah, it basically takes like 21 days. It's going to take like 3 weeks to fill this thing. Nice. Although, who knows what's going to happen with Tarcoin and all this other stuff. So, you know, it's worth, I don't know. I think for the time being, like, this is why they was trying to just get everybody to remove these. The thing is, like, once you've got, like, loads of money. Oh, yeah, I did the scav event a bunch as well. I did the scav event a bunch. That's basically all I've done. Because you can just, like, go in. You can park yourself. You can do very little. And then run out with, like, you know, the 100K. That's basically what I was doing. This week. I've like not really played otherwise because it's just so straightforward, you know, it's so easy and you may as well. And I thought it was kind of funny because it's just so spoopy. So that's what I've been up to anyway. I think I did 8 successful runs with the scav exit, which is 800,000 US, which is about, I mean, it's approximately 100 mil rubles, approximately. But pretty much, that's pretty close actually, because it's like 12.5 times 8, which is 100. So it's pretty much bang on, which is pretty insane, you know, which is why the market's just like bonkers now. But anyway, I guess everyone's just running around with like T7 thermals and all that kind of stuff. I mean, now's the time. I've actually never used the T7s, so maybe now's the time to do it. Who knows? I'm just not sure if it'd be that fun, especially given that you can't use scopes. You have to use iron sights with them. Just don't know how good it is. I wonder what the best guns are to use with the T7. We've got something with like decent irons. Anyway, I don't know if we're going to use them today, but we'll see. I'm not even sure. Like, I actually don't really have a huge plan for today's stream. I didn't really have a massive plan for it. Just because, like, random stuff's happening, right? The fog's gone, supposedly. There's raiders everywhere. I've not yet played with all the raiders. So I think just not dying to them is probably going to be the hardest thing. So yeah, we'll see. We'll just see how it pans out. 11 minutes. I wonder where the PMCs are going to be then. Probably are some decent number of PMCs. Oh. Scav. Yeah. Scav. Alright, let's go and have a look for someone. Might as well. Oh, I see. Yes, because it's raiders, of course. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of boys. I didn't manage to get anything else off this guy. Where were they? Jeez. Do you have armor or something? No armor. He does have these. Yeah! This feels dangerous, but it's fine. Okay. There's no... There's definitely people left, but I don't know if they're like, are they in bathroom or are they like up here? The sand here is so scuffed. No? Okay. You must be in the bathroom then, I suppose. Is that Raider? Must have been, right? Gem for assault. Okay. We're getting, we're getting bigger. Getting bigger. Take this just in case. No. Oh no, I should have pre-fired him. Damn, that's what I should have done. 100% should have pre-fired that guy. Would have killed him there. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Never mind. Never mind. It's a decent. Oh, it's decent damage to body. Bit of armor. Yeah. Okay, fine. I mean, the P90, like, the rounds aren't, like... They're not, like, super AP, so they're not really, like, endgame, you know? They're not really, like, endgame. Guess there's still players around? Yeah! I mean, I kind of wanted to fight somebody. I don't mind fighting somebody. Like, we got a lot of stuff now. Got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I was running the MP5 just to do random things. I don't even know, like, what do we want to run? This is the thermal M1A. This is the one for Prepor, I think. Not that we really care about quests, to be honest with you. But I mean, where do we actually want to go? This is the question. I mean, lab. I think reserve is still popping. Reserve is still popping, and it's been fun. Maybe play some customs because, like, I've been playing a lot of reserve. So this is the kit that I had on before, and this is like I've got a lot of like SA58s just because of the whole video thing. So I've actually got loads of those. So maybe we just use one, given that I've got so many. I don't know. This one was kind of like a hybrid. This is like a hybrid build, which has got like okay-ish ergo. I probably wouldn't use it with just a red dot though. This is like a suppressed one. I'm sort of feeling suppressive right now. I don't know. I'm not really a suppressor player. Oh yeah, I built this thing, by the way. This is absolutely hilarious. Look at that. I love this. This is just a total meme cannon. It's so funny. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this on the hideout. I love this. This is kind of like a variant on the tall boy that JP gave me one time as a viewer kit. Oops. Oh, is it broken? Come on. Oh no, I didn't put it in my... Dumb. Didn't actually put it in on my guy. There we go. It's better. Doop. And... This is just like super funny. It's another way you get rid of the muzzle flash, by the way. If you're worried about muzzle flash, you don't get it with this thing. That's for sure. I literally just had this like block because I was just messing about. So you just leave that up there. I mean, maybe that's got the QD on it as well. Like maybe we just go like hammer or like Valde or something. Maybe hammer. Hammer's probably better for customs. 34 ergo and like 105 recoil. It's not like it's more. This is more of a DMR, but. You mentioned something about putting the sight high. Yeah, there's one piece that's like kind of sort of useful, which is this, the Picatinny riser. I think it's the only real riser in the game. I mean, other than this part here, this like this tall bit, the aimpoint micro thingy. Where is it? Not that one. This kind of block raises the height of the optical axis. There's a couple. There's a couple in the game. This is why the hammer's quite good with it, I think. I think the hammer is decent with it, just because you've got the red dots like above. It doesn't seem to be as bad on scopes as well, by the way. So like if you're like firing through an actual scope, not that to be fair, I have the suppressor on right now, but like if you don't have the suppressor on, then it's not as bad through the scope itself. Anyway, let's not bother. Let's not bother with that. I was literally running it with like condensed milk and an aquamari before, just because it was just pure funsies. Okay, so we got this. I like stacked up like a ton of M61 just ready to go for when we actually end up playing. I've got like a full box of it now. Here it is. Whee! All the M61s. Because I was kind of running out and I was like, fine, screw this. Let's just do like a bunch of crafts and just get it done. Get it done. I'm just going to get it done. Okay, so I always forget what I should put in here. There's one. I did actually use that one mule. There was a raid that I was in. I used the mule on, and it was because everybody's buying them now. They're like insane. Just killed a poor level 3 Timion factory. Yeah, poor people. It's sad. Can you imagine being a new player trying to play the game now? That's really rough. You must be so confused. Honestly, like it just must be really bad. It must honestly be really bad. I really feel for people who are like turning up right now. I have seen a few threads for people where they're like, I've just tried to play the game, but I just get annihilated by like everybody, and it's just not fair or fun. And I'm like, yeah, it's not fair or fun. That's actually the only real way to describe it, to be honest with you. Okay, so like I'm really low on like these pains and stuff. I think like I've really taken like an aquamari with me just because like you may as well. At least we can scav in and loot a dead raider for free. Yeah, I mean, it's like anybody can get stuff if they want to at this point. What do I normally put in here? I normally probably put like customs keys or something. Probably usually what I put in there. I was talking about this with Church the other day. Like, I need to take a little like snapshot of my secure container because I just can never remember what I put in this thing. And then like I'm in raid and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I normally put in there. Oh, it all makes sense now. Because I got my ammo, I got my CMS. I got some like long-term painkillers, the splint and the like extra meds, the mule stim, maybe like ETG. I don't know. I don't really know. Oh, was it? Yeah, I did purchase it. That'll do. Propithol. Maybe. Yeah, kinda. I got morphine up here. It's fine. Let's go customs. Let's just go customs. Got to try like not to die to raiders, I suppose. Insuring is going to be useful. Not that it really matters. Again, I don't know when the wipe's actually going to be. No one really knows. I presume it's going to be early next week. It's quite funny though that they said that they weren't going to. Nikita literally said like, we're not going to wipe. We don't have a plan on doing it in any time in the next few weeks or months. And I mean, they still haven't said anything, right? Other than the post from the Russian newspaper thing, which says like a clean slate or something, which kind of insinuates it. So it's pretty much like a dead cert, but no one really knows, right? They could hold out for another week or something. We just don't know. We're just gonna have to see, but it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Like early wipe is fun, and I'm interested to see what changes they have made this time because that's kind of what determines the early game. It's always kind of the same, but I do think it's a bit easier this time, just because the level 1 traders aren't quite as bad as they used to be. That said, it's now much harder to get the hideout started. So trying to find like the Salewers and stuff. You can't just like do it whilst doing other things because like last time you could just craft in the hideout and it was like literally no big deal. Like you don't even have to bother looting. You just go and find any fuel, start the hideout off, and off you go. You're currently running only things you can buy off Peacekeeper. The MP5 is neat. Dude, the MP5 at the beginning of the wipe is, oh, it's so good. Genuinely, it's so good. Because you get, like, if you go USEC, you get given some MP5s. And then you also get given some M4s as well. And there was like a ton of people last time who were like running around with M4s with M855. And like M855 was buffed. Like it used to be really bad. And it was buffed. So now early wipe M855 is actually okay. Like it's good against level 2 and 3 armor. So it's fine. But the problem is that you're using like an 80 recoil weapon. Whereas the MP5, PST ammo is also good early wipe. But the gun is like 50 recoil. Like it's really serious, the difference. It's a significant difference between the two. And it's still got good rate of fire. You know, MP5's, what, is MP5 800 RPM? it's really good, and it's just great for just like tapping those headshots and, you know, shooting people at close range as well. It's neat, and the ammo is really cheap. The mags are, you know, easy to come by. It's decent, but this time I think you're going to see like quite a wide variety. Like I never normally find like, okay, I always worry about running out of weapons early wipe because I'm like waiting for the flea and blah blah blah. But I always end up like going in, taking like every time you die you lose one gun. Every time you survive you end up with like 3 or something, 2 or 3. And then you end up just with like a ton of weapons, like loads of 545 AKs, some 7.62 ones. You got the MP5s that you start with, maybe some M4s from some dead PMCs, whatever. You always just end up with loads of guns. It doesn't really matter. You just end up with a ton of weapons. So I think this time it's going to be interesting because now like you can get SKSs with mags. Like it's going to be better for new people. But is Quake Maker decent? It's also free. Free? What do you mean it's free? Does more damage than Luger, so it'd be decent. I mean, it's a leg meta round. I wouldn't use it early wipe. I don't think there's any point. Just use PST gazush. I don't think there's any need to use leg meta to begin with, right? You can just shoot people in the thorax and they die. All right. Okay, I've not actually played yet with Oh, I'm here. I've not played yet with all the Raider boys. So it's going to be interesting. Free as in I can get it from Peacekeeper with the free 100k. Oh, I see. I mean, like, it's like but the budget rip. Quake Maker's budget rip. Who was that? I wonder if they replaced Sniper Scav with Raiders. I mean, I'm just going to get shot with a thermal at some point, I think. It'd be quite funny if you got, like, Raider Sniper Scav up on top. Anyway. It's so painful to see AP6.3 so expensive, going a gun that... goes in a gun that fired out at 900 RPM. Yeah, I know, it's bad. Like, the Vector kind of ruins 9mm, honestly. Like, the MP5 is great early wipe, and then as soon as you need AP6s and above, it starts to just, like, it's not worth running anymore, and then that's when I move over to something else, usually. I wonder how many people are running thermals now. Like, every time I tried to buy a thermal optic... Whoa! Ah! There's one right next to me. That isn't good. Turn that way. Whoop-dee. This is the less than ideal nature about ADSing with the SA-58. Whoa! Jesus. Right. Let's get back this way. Take a vantage point. Whoa. Still beaming on me, eh? Still beaming on me. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Forward to what they do with red dots. Dude, that's going to be so good. I'm super looking forward to what they do with red dots. listen for a second. I wonder if I killed this dude up here. Don't really know. Go around this side. Quite a few thermals even before the USD craze D batteries. Yeah. Loading into factory realised I have nades. That's always a low point. Nice to make EOTix fully functional. Dude, it'd just be so good. We want to see far more. Hey Mega, how's it going, man? I'm really looking forward to what they do with the ACOGs. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen like Veritas's video about scopes and stuff, but it... Oh. There's one. Is that Raider? Don't know. Not entirely sure. Yeah, about like ACOGs, because ACOGs in real world are supposed to have this like huge FOV. And people are like, oh yeah, it's got like such a... You get like such nice like peripheral vision for a scope from the ACOGs. And like in game, they're like completely trash, right? You've got D batteries for 1 mil each during the fog event. Oh my god. That's outrageous. That's absolutely outrageous. We want for the like the real thing. I've never looked. I mean, who's looked through an ACOG? I've not looked through an ACOG. I'm a brick guy, so the only thing that I've looked through scopes wise is the British equivalent, which is like trash. This is like a reoccurring theme, it seems. That like the British equivalent of like most of the military hardware is just like crap. It's the SUSAT, the 3 times the SUSAT with like a... It's got like a bar that comes down from the top in the center. Am I getting pinged? I don't know. Not sure if that's at me. I don't know. Why don't people put dog tag case in the container as it's 1 by 1 I'm new to Tark? Because it's a 1 square that you can't use for anything other than dog tag. I don't know. Can you even put the container in the skill container? I'm actually not 100% sure if you can put it in there. But either way, right? If you use a sick case, you can put dog tags in there and other things. Which is kind of the deal. I'm not sure if you can actually put it in there at all. I've not really tried. So we know there were raiders here before. Maybe they got shot by this other dude. Basically, we need to get to cover. The issue is that we have to get to cover if we're fighting against raiders. Seems like they're not here anymore. It's our man's. I don't think I killed him. Whoops. You can, it's what you keep in there. It's just because like you can put them in the sick, right? And so you can like double up. There's no need to have that in there if you've got sick. Should go to like vantage point or something. Be cool for them to do zoom from 1 to 6 like the video actually does. Yeah, I mean, like, did you hear about... thanks for the follow, Sniper. Did you hear, like, Nikita's section on, like, on scopes and stuff, and, like, the reason why they don't do that right now? Like, they have a folder in the game files for each, like, zoom level, and it just flicks between them. People for a sick case of space. Yeah, I think so. I think so. That does seem to be the deal. Okay, let's try and enter this from the other side. Let's enter this from the other side, and then we'll... I feel like there might still be somebody around here, but we'll see. We'll go in through this entrance. The problem is, right, sometimes you just never know whether you've killed someone with a nade or not. Like, most of the time, no, but 25% of the time, it's a yes. What's that? Is that raiders there? Okay, there's like... So that was the dude who was, like, throwing nades at me before, like the flashes and stuff. Okay. Now, one question I have is, did I kill the guy up on here? Because I feel like I might have, you know? This is actually not necessarily a great place. This is, like, concealed. This is, like, the So there's a thing on like concealment versus cover that I'm going to be doing in like another video, because it's something that I've actually just kind of overlooked personally, and I want to do a bit more on it because I think it's an important concept that like I certainly wasn't using properly in like my description. Like you may do it, like you know instinctively that a bush gives you, you know, it blocks visibility, and that a wall blocks rounds, right? Like you may know that intuitively, but it's unless you describe it in such a way using the cover and concealment terms. I had a couple of people talk to me in the comments about it. And so, hopefully, that means that I can improve a little bit on the old, you know, the old clarity. So did this guy not die? I guess not. Your Switch player scouts recalled when getting shot, seeing impacting hits will be next level. Like they do a bit. They do a bit. There is some aim punch. It's not zero. It's not zero. I think the reason is it used to be much higher. The aim punch used to be a lot higher, and the problem was that people complained about it because it kind of meant that like if you were the first, like Tarkov's bad anyway for like outside of like we're not talking about desync, right? But like in normal fights, the time to kill is so low that like typically speaking, if you're the person who sees the other person first, then you're the person that will win the fight and they'll die, right? And it just made that worse because like as soon as somebody saw you and was shooting at you, you couldn't like really turn around and like get shots back off. It was just made it really, really tough, which is kind of the problem. Can't jump sideways over that. Okay. Maybe I'm not high enough strength. We're looking forward to playing a wipe from the beginning. Is this your first wipe then? Wipe from the beginning is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And you kind of like, when you're like keeping up with the wipe as well, it's great because, you know, you're doing it from the beginning. As things progress, you're like learning what to do and figuring out like where we are in the wipe cycle. And like, then it kind of is important for your kits too, you know? It's important for your kits. This feels stupid. This is like the ultimate bait, isn't it? Not like the ultimate bait. Oh, it's a hex grid. I kind of want some nades though. This is the thing. If I'm going to go fight some more people, I want some more nades. $60 rounders. All right. We do need to go this side anyway. Don't look like there was some fighting at gas. Let's go and see if we can figure it out. You tried a few wipes with it, but bounced right off because you didn't understand the mechanics. I mean, there's a lot of mechanics to understand in EFT, right? It's very unfriendly for new players. It's not the most intuitive game. It's not the most friendly game for people to get into. This is definitely true. But that makes it like all the sweeter, you know, when you figure it out and you get some wins under your belt, you get some kills, you start to feel good about life. That's really when you know, start to feel like you're winning. And things get good. Okay, I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone up on the rocks either. Let's saunter across and have a look. Expected dying a lot, but outplaying a Chad dumping shotgun rounds in him without taking noticeable damage, you rage quit. Yeah. That's definitely true. That definitely happens. That definitely happens. Like at the beginning when you're just like, yeah, you got crappy rounds, or you're like shooting the wrong part for the bullets you've got, and then people don't die, and then it is incredibly frustrating. I actually had like, I think everybody has gone through those moments and those times. You know, everybody's done that. Everyone's been there. I can't even remember what I was using. I was using like BP or something in 545, and I went to resort. I was trying to do Punisher for the first time, And yeah, it was just really rough, you know? It's just really rough. Like, people just killing me. I like ran in and shot a guy 18 times and he didn't die. It's just all the classics, you know? All the classics. Hey, Erwing, how's it going, man? How you been enjoying the shenanigans? I've not actually been able to play. This is like the first game I'm playing with all the raiders, so we'll see. You're gonna try sniping on woods? Not that good at that. I am rubbish at sniping on woods. Oh my goodness! I don't think I even got a shooter born in heaven kill this time. Bad. Like I did it last time. I did it last wipe. I just didn't do this wipe. I just didn't want to do it. Late wipe gameplay is getting 600 damage absorbed by armor. It does feel that way, yeah. Definitely feels that way for sure. You pretty much stop playing it once the 100k economy stimulus. Look, YouTube pretty heavy. That's good. That's good. I was trying to figure out, like, there's so much that I kind of want to do. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird time now, right? Because you're kind of like in preparation for next wipe, and like thinking what stuff to make and whatnot. But you can't really make it yet. Like the things that are working on YouTube right now, I find are kind of odd. It's basically like discussions about the wipe and things. Like I did that one video about like preparing for the next wipe, and it went really well. And like I didn't mean for it to be like that. There was a lot of people who were just like, "Oh, you're calling for wipe. Oh my goodness, you know, you're on team wipe, blah blah blah." And like, I actually never meant it to be like that. I more meant it to be like when it happens. I didn't really say, like I said it a bit, but I was just like, it's just funny how it ended up because I was like, it would never have been as popular if people hadn't have taken it in that way, in some way. You know what I mean? I was like, never intended to be like that, but it ended up working in my favor. It was quite funny. I was like, when it happens though, guys, you wanna be thinking about it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be surprised. You're gonna be shocked, and you wanna have like an idea of what you're up to. I kind of want to go over and chase these lot. Do I really? Maybe we just go, just reset it, do something else. I want to see if I actually killed those people or not. That's really what I want to know. I want to know if I killed them or not. I'm having a hard time deciding where to go. Just started. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you said you were making a big change. I watched a video actually about making a change to your content. Because you're doing that alpha to cap thing. And I think it's it's just so important to experiment with the stuff you're doing, right? You got to know what works, what doesn't work. Just try things and like see what's fun. It's like a weird intersection between like what you enjoy making, what works on the algorithm, and what people like watching. Which is like they're all kind of related, but it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Watching 20 scavs wait for PMCs to rocket the X-ray without knowing about the 100k payout was a strange experience. Yeah, that is funny because that's like completely different. It's so weird. I think it's really good for just player behavior, you know. Trying to change the way people are thinking about the game and stuff. I think it's good. I think it's a good idea. I'm glad they did it. I think it's great. Like, especially with the run-up to Scav Karma. I think it's absolutely great. I think it's such a great idea. Who dat? Who's firing over there? Didn't think it would wipe until they started handing out free money. I wasn't actually sure either, to be fair. Like, I've ended up in like, team wipe by accident. But I definitely wasn't 100% certain. But after the free money, I was just like, okay, this is wild. You know? Who are those lot fighting? Oh. You're going to dump 5 wipe videos between now and Monday. Depends on when the patch goes live when they shut the servers down. Yeah, I don't know I really don't know what it's going to be. Like, it could just be Monday. These guys, like, up in here. Feels like they're up in there. Jason, I learned to turn doing the 80k. That's the thing, like you'll learn loads doing stuff, even if it doesn't necessarily work like as well as you wanted it to. It's fine. Okay, let's just reset this. I don't know where these dudes are. I don't really like fighting inside USEC particularly. It's not really my jam. Let's get a W in the book straight off the bat, right? So many of my streams these days just end up with me getting killed all the time. So let's get a win in. Let's get a win. After rage quitting for that wipe, I kept watching streamers YouTube playing against wipe. Immediately noticed a big difference just understanding the strategy. That's definitely true, right? Even just like knowing where people will be, like you can experience. I didn't kill anybody else, just this one scav. Never mind. Decent body damage. I'm sad I didn't get the guy on top of the thing. I must have hit like arm or leg or something and then chest once. I think I hit chest once, but never mind. Yeah, but like even just like watching other people play, you kind of figure out where people go, how people play, where people are. You learn things about the spawn points. You understand like a bit. You don't necessarily get everything from what the person's thinking about like where they go, and they might not go a certain way because of experiences they've had in the past, which you might not necessarily see as a viewer because they don't necessarily like just explain it straight up and say, oh, I'm not going this way because XYZ. So you might not get that. But at the same time, right, you do get a lot of valuable experience about like map knowledge and that kind of thing, and like where people like to go and all of that stuff. So there's definitely, you know, value in watching the streams and that kind of thing. I think. I mean, nothing as good as actually playing sometimes, but sometimes like even if you're a good player, sometimes it's worth watching just what other people do just to try and get a bit of a different perspective on your own gameplay and think like, oh, could I incorporate something that's good in what they're doing in what I'm doing? All right, let's just whip into factory again because it's just like super fun, like low stress. Legit, I think something huge is in the patch notes we don't know about, and that's why they haven't released them yet. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe Scav Karma is going to be much bigger than we think it's going to be. Maybe they just release PMC Karma too. I think that's unlikely, but... Bruh, welcome. Cyan. Hello, yes. One Tarky, please. Yes, give me one Tarky. I would love to have a single unit of Tarky. Is this the new wipe? No, not yet. Not yet. We don't know quite when it's going to come out. No one really knows if it is actually confirmed completely. But we'll see. Now I'm thinking like streets or something. Not likely streets, but imagine. Well, if they just went like, yeah, straight up streets, in we go. Like we've just tricked you all. That would be funny, honestly. Thank you for the follow, bro. Thank you for the follow. Factory expansion and Scarf Karma, please. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that's what they said they're going to put in, isn't it? That's what they said they're going to put in. I think it's funny because Nikita did actually say in the interview with Pestilli, I think it was, that he wants... Maybe it was that one, or maybe it might have been the one with Clean. Maybe, I think it was Pestilli when he said, more surprises. More surprises. I've been calling for these kind of events for ages. Not that anyone really cares about my specific opinion, but like ever since the Tarkov competition happened for like the day in the life of a scav, I've thought that doing these competitions, not competitions, sorry, these events would be an amazing idea. I've always thought it would be a really good idea. I managed to jump. Hey. Is Scav coming in the next patch? Yes. We're going to kill a raider and take its kit. Where are they? Where are they? I really hope it is. Yeah. Have they said what bad Scav Karma will actually do? Not really. Scavs said finding this top Scav Karma is the way. Well, I think like, so basically Fence is going to be the new like Scav trader. Anyone? No. So Fence is going to be the new Scav trader. And what that means is that you're going to get a reputation with Fence for doing like Scav Karma things, which is, you know, not killing other people, extracting with PMCs at those exits, protecting Scav bosses, apparently, which I think is interesting. I'm not really sure what that means, because that sounds quite boring to me. So unless they implement like a specific mechanic of just like, here's a map and here he is or something, and like you have to protect him, and if you go and protect him for 5 minutes or something, then you get something. I don't really know. But it sounds like it could be quite dull. Like, what if nobody turns up? I guess that's probably unlikely, especially if you're trying to protect Killer. I don't know. We'll just see how it pans out. I'm not really sure. But that's kind of what they're going to do. Oh, who's this? A random PMC with a hunter. Is that better? I got mags for this one. No one cares about my opinion. Your YouTube sub, I think otherwise. Well, I mean from BS. I mean from BSG. I'm sure some of my people care. Hey, Ghost, how's it going, dude? Thank you for the raid, my man. 76 bros in the house. How's it going, buddy? Oh. Spicy up here. That's a Kedda. That's a shoddy. Die, please. That's not good. We couldn't win that. We couldn't win that. Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome everyone from Ghost Stream. I hope you're enjoying the shenanigans. The pre-wipe shenanigans are like they're pretty off the chain at this point. The moment you realise you have the scav ammo. Damn right, man. Damn right. Not sure Nikita talked about it casually, just said bad karma will lead to scavs kill you. Yeah, scavs will kill you, and no, we'll see. Yeah, how's it going, man? How's your raids been going? What have you been playing today? You've been doing you've been playing some of the events. Been benefiting from the fat stacks, like dollars. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And I love it. You know, I love it. It's been wild. Today's been insane. Where you been playing, man? Where's the good fights at? Where's the good fights? You labs, reserve? Reserve is, I assume reserve is still completely insane. I was just playing customs because I've been playing reserve like pretty much non-stop for ages, actually. It's I've been playing for like a couple of weeks on reserve primarily. You sold 9,000 rounds of M61 for 15 mil, is that? Just because you could? It's been wild. I love it, dude. Because I've been popping reserves in overdrive, reserves next level. Because all the bosses are still on reserve, right? That's true, no? All the bosses are still on there. Have a look. We need to take. We need to just grab a something. Let's grab a something. I just keep popping this condensed milk now. Just use it all, and then just rehydrate. That's how it goes. That's how it goes these days. 15k a round. It's mental. Forget how different it is on customs with raids everywhere. Yeah, I just played a customs raid, and it was kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I was just like trying to ease myself into it a little bit. We're gonna play like a little bit with the old SAs that I was building, and then we'll see. Maybe I go to reserve, but like reserve, I think reserve's like completely insane. When I tried to, I did actually play a bit like at the beginning of last week, so I've like really not had a great amount of time, which has been a shame. So all I've really done is like the scav extract like thing, because you can just sit somewhere and then you can like go somewhere else and just extract, and you don't really need to even be playing, which is quite funny. I've been playing no live playing reserve the last few days. Yeah, it's good, dude. It's good. It's good. You can take it easy now and go to customs. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just like, let's just chill out. Let's go to customs. Let's just see what happens. There's raiders there. Got like a few shots off. Had like got into a few good fights, but I didn't like want to press it too hard, just because like, you know, I'm still kind of warming up. Like last week, I don't know whether you saw, but so I had family over and I wasn't going to stream at all, and then I did like a 1 hour, like an hour and a half stream with my dad instead, like having him play and me coaching him, and it was like it was funny. I had a great time. He finished. He was just like, we had to finish at an hour and a half. He was like, my hand was like a rock by the time that it was finished. He was like, I just couldn't even like move my hand because it was like so tense and so stressed. He was like, it's very immersive, that game, isn't it? It's very immersive. It's like, yeah. Are you winning, son? Exactly. He did good. He shot a player scav on factory, you know. It's alright. Reserve is wild even if you play slow. Bosses, raiders, players so dense you fight even if you stay still. I think that's the thing. Like, I need to play a little bit slower on reserve, because I tried doing like, so I did actually play a bit in the week, but just like a couple of random games, and man, I got absolutely nailed. Like, it was insane. I got all the terrible spawns, like the bunker in the middle of the westmost side of the map. I got that one, and I was just like, as soon as I came out, there's just like boop, 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 like 3 lasers on my head from people with M61. It was just nuts. So hopefully that doesn't end up happening quite the same way. But yeah, just with all the raiders, with all of the bosses, with all the PMCs, everybody just like jacked out to the nines. I think it's just gonna be, it's been pretty insane. It's been pretty insane, and yeah, I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, is everybody using a thermal? Like, it does seem like a lot of people are using a thermal, but like maybe now that the fog's gone, people can go back to playing like normal. I find the thermal gameplay kind of frustrating. It was like 2 wipes ago Woods, when the thermals were like 90,000 for the flit, and you basically had to use a thermal to play on Woods, and it was okay, but it was like a requirement. It was an actual requirement. Since the fog's gone, thermal is no longer needed. Well, that's good. That's good. I didn't play in the fog. So we were fighting players at train, and Harry Potter from K building Sanitar bomb rushed me. I was yelling, "You can kill him now, right? You can kill him now." Hey, you're streaming. Hey, hello, hello. I'm sorry. I know I wasn't on earlier. I'm sorry. Like things ran on. There was like stuff happening today, and I was going to stream, and then I got delayed, and then basically I had the choice between either being on for an hour and a half, like earlier when I would normally have been on, or like 3 hours now, and I picked 3 hours now. I was like, this makes sense. Maximize the time, you know, maximize the time. Thermal prices went down a lot since the fog was gone. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's just like thermal gaming, you know, with the fog. It had to be. I killed him. I was so happy because I have a VOD where I did 9,650 damage and he didn't die, but I ran out of ammo, so I had to leave. Beef Family is okay. Yeah, Beef Family is great, actually. Beef Family is great. No, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. I think the stuff that was going on today, like, there was nothing bad. It was just like first time actually having seen friends in the longest time who, like, some friends as well who, like, haven't seen the baby. And she's like 8 months old, man. And like some of my friends just haven't seen it. So today was the first time. And people, they went to go get some food and stuff. And I kind of like, I was like, yeah, I have to do this. This is the thing to do. So I just moved the stream, bumped it back to today. So crazy bro, that grows so fast. Dude, I know. She's 8 months old. It's mental. It's actually mental. Do thermals actually work that IRL? Shouldn't it be borderline useless when the sun is out, it's raining? I don't think they work that well in high humidity, if I'm honest. And that's, I guess, like, well, fog isn't really humidity, but it is still like water vapor. I think that should obscure. I don't know. Actually, it's a good question. I don't actually know what the kind of absorption rate is for like water particles on like infrared. I don't actually know what that number is, but I imagine it probably is fairly high. Like if it blocks all the visible spectrum with fog, you know, you've got your visible spectrum here. Infrared's just like down the other end. It's just a little sliver on the side. So I'm sure it probably doesn't help. I think like they work probably the best when the day is clear. You're saying 100% yes. Like, do they work 100% through like fog and stuff then? I feel like we were just on the podcast talking about her coming soon. Huh? That's crazy. I know, man. I know. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. That's why they're so powerful. You can see your enemy can't. Yeah. I don't think they work quite as well, though. If I remember from what I was like, I'm not an expert. I'm actually not an expert. So this could just be not true. But like from what I was reading, like they work best on like clear days when the air is drier, I believe. But like, obviously it's not, you know, it's better than nothing. Clearly better than nothing. I used them the weight just fine. All right, cool. I'll take it from you, man. If you've used them, then absolutely. Oh, look, this is the one that I had last time. No, I hate this spawn. This spawn, I just die instantly. I die instantly every time, this spawn. Let's just get inside or something. Let's just do something, anything. Just go somewhere. Let's go up high. Let's go to the top of the building. Just, like, stop everybody from just killing me. We'll just go and, like, snipe some people from up here. Something like that, anyway. Let's have a look. I never go up this side. Genuinely never go up here. Probably just asking for it, you know. I'm just asking for it. Just asking to just get insta-dinged. But it's alright. It's alright. Actually, I'd probably be worried more this way. Honey Badger replay our build. Edwin Marine, that legend himself. Absolutely, dude. Like, the vertical is just so insane. Right. Vertical audio is just so insane. Everybody with a thermal, too pricey. Man, how much are they even? They must be a lot. They must be so... Any more? Any more? Any more? Anyone else want some? Stop spawn killing me! Stop it! Stop it! Please stop spawn killing me. This is insane! What is going on here? Can you get up there? Don't know. Alright. What were these bros up to? Guys rush me like raiders. I know! It was like... Level 17's just going crazy with the MPX. Dude wasn't... He was wearing just like ABS rig. Okay. Man alive. Pod kills. That was... yeah, that was fun. I'm like... This is normally not... Normally this goes with me just like getting shot instantly. So... We're already winning. Oh my goodness. Sounded closer than that, though. This dude's got an ash. Nice. Nice. Another ADS. A real reap is like 7 to 8 US. His is like 4, 5. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy money. That is crazy money. Do we just take this for funsies? Let's take the ash instead. Oh, it's got a hammer on it. It's got a hammer on it. Let's move the aquamari. We don't need the water in there. We don't need the water in there. Let's see. Thanks for the clip, dude. Thanks for the clip. Yeah, they really did try to rush me, didn't they? Okay, let's refill some of these. Yeah, the SA. You know what? Like, it's actually funny. I found making the video today on the SA, it was actually like slightly dicey because I was like, I don't use it that much. It's one of those ones where I was like, I really want to do a build guide on it because I've never like delved into it enough, and I know that it's quite annoying between like the ergonomics, right, and the recoil. It's not an easy gun to build. The crazy part is them hearing you well 5 floors down well enough to push right to the roof. I know. I was like, I don't know. Like, they sounds like they're outside, then they're inside. They're so like it sounds like they're right on top of me. We're just gonna have to wait until they open the door because otherwise, like, I don't want to just be second guessing the whole time. It's mental. It's completely mental. I guess we'll put some of these things in here for now. I'll do. I don't even need these bags. What's in them anyway? Oh, it's like garbage stuff. We'll just get rid of it. Okay. Right. So now things have like chilled a little bit. Now maybe we can go and like actually do something. Okay, fine. So I guess it does tell you something about the hearing though from down below, right? If you're like on the roof and somebody is downstairs, they know you're there. They certainly know you're there. Okay. I was in stairway looking towards heli, went to second floor to get a better look of a Charlotte was just chilling in the corner. It's crazy. I'm still undecided as to whether this is a good vantage point or not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn it. Where are they off to? Not my finest shots, I will admit. Is UN gear on a peacekeeping mission? It's the peacekeepers. I'm gonna get bad PMC karma for shooting the peacekeepers. Don't jump off the roof to chase them. Lupo tried and died. I wonder if you could make it if you're I wonder if you could make it if you're fully stacked up with the old Adobolus. How'd you pronounce that anyway? If you don't jump, you can make it. Can you really? Oh, the weight. Oh, the weight and the lack of jumping. I am exposed. Who else can't wait for inertia to arrive in this game? I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to benefit players like me as well. I'm not much of a I'm not much of an AD strafer. Like, I use it a little bit, but it's kind of a necessity, right? The question is, do you think those guys are going to the 100k extract? I think probably yes. But we'll see. I fall all the time, not on purpose. Wiku, thank you for the follow, my friend. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to Prewipe Shenanigans with Giga. Who knows what's going to happen next in the crazy world that we call Tarkov. Nikita's got some surprises in store for us. X-Try, thank you for the follow. Rashani's, thank you also for the follow. My friends. And yeah, I think as I said like earlier in the stream when I was first kicking off, I have a huge plan for today. I'm just going to kind of do stuff. Just see what happens. chilling out. Maybe we go to labs. We do a bit of reserve. Start with some customs. We're just gonna change it up, and just see how it goes in general. You know, just enjoy these last few moments of just crazy whiteness and having like 300 mil stash value, something like that. Hey, Herring dude, thank you for the gifted, man. Gifting it to our man Ghost. Oh, the weight. You know, one thing actually, I unbound my Red Rebel. It says V, but it's not V. V is my like walk thing. So I always end up shooting this. Who knows? Before patch 13, we'd be able to chop wood, mine stone, and build walls. Imagine like that as a pre-wipe. Too big for work. People would go nuts. Can you imagine? Minecov. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. You heard it here first. Minecov. Tarcraft. That's actually better. That's actually better. Try M for melee. Nah, I think I unbound it. I don't know why. Maybe I should just rebind it or something. Controls. There we go. Let's put it on M. Oh, rebind it to M. Okay, cool. Glad we had the same idea. Wood sniping update. Free raid is dead. 1 PMC out there with my loot. Oh, never mind. The meme Lord Nikita had unlimited developer power to do it. I think he might. Tarcraft. And Tarcraft is absolutely perfect as well because of like, the RTS insinuations too. Man, it's like that's fantastic. Oh, I love it. Sidebar, thank you for this. Thank you for the Prime, my friend. Thank you very, very much for the Prime. Escape from Fortnite. That's not bad. We're just gonna come up with like meme names for the game now. This is what this is now. This is what this is. Just gonna have a wander about and see what happens. I kind of want to go over by train. Like, train is always just insane. V for walk. Yeah, V. I have. Yeah, I have V as walk. I think it's Was V walk in like CS or something? I can't remember. Like, so many. My keybinds for Tarkov are kind of like a combination of like legacy keys from other games. It's quite funny. It kind of closely relates to like the original like old set of commands. Because I know like Battlefield people tend to have like prone on like Z, I think, and then like crouch. Maybe everyone does crouch control surely, but well, let's go through this way. Oh. Someone. Jeez. Okay. It's actually probably one of my worst buildings, this one. So we kind of want to go somewhere else. Actually, this section here really reminds me of PUBG, the school. I think it's this bit. This bit really reminds me of PUBG, like, heavily. Yeah. Shift is walk in CS. Caps lock is walk in Tarkov. Kind of sucks because it doesn't always turn off because of how caps lock works. I actually find... Well, I have mine on V, and it doesn't always turn on and off either. So I think it might be something that's buggy with the controls. Hope they'll introduce a parallel reduced thermal signature. Maybe. I mean, they kind of did it with like the way that they did the changes to like gear, like the SJ9 stim, kind of. Yeah, Call of Tarkov. So that's why it doesn't work. Escape from Novinsk. Novinsk. It's Novinsk, isn't it? Okay. It's kind of got a bit quieter, isn't it? No? Let's get over in here. I'm more of a fan of night, I have to say. Okie doke. Okie dokie. I didn't even bother bringing any paracord, so I can't even leave from Dome even if I wanted to. And I'm not, to be fair, I'm not wearing the right kit. I'm wearing like a slick kit, so it's not really the right one for Dome. It's not the right kit for Dome. Make sure no one else is up there. It's kind of hard to see anyway. I remember there was that big shot like right at the beginning of the game, all the way from over there. Counter-Strike Tarkov Offensive. I like that. I like that one. That's good. That's a good one. EU chat, do you find it better to play on oddball servers from small countries, or do you go to the most populated ones? Well, I guess I'll give my 2 cents anyway, but like, yeah, feel free to pipe up and chat about what you prefer. I actually just have like, I did the old classic, go into the server settings, check everything that's under like 50 ping, and just left it like that. So I have like a whole bunch, but the ones that work best for my net and stuff. Okay. Do we find that because of the craziness that's going on, do we find that the servers are like depopulating quicker? People are like running in, dying, or like dying to bosses or whatever, and then the raids are kind of over earlier? Because like it sounds quite quiet now. I don't know whether that's you know, the way that things have been going or not. I just marked all the low ping servers. I just marked auto. On reserve for sure. Yeah, probably. It's also probably because people are using the extracts too, I suppose. What is going on? Mark 18? Yeah. Sounds like it. Mark 18 at the train. Like, pop up here and have a look. I unmarked big ones like London, Germany, France. Farmer was known as messy. Still rather use PvP, suddenly half the chads disappeared. Interesting. League of Tarkov. Checked all the servers under 50, but don't mind going on NA. Sounds like a bait. It does sound like a bait, doesn't it? So like a thermal Mark 18 somewhere. Like, this is like Raider City, right? This is usually where they all hang out. I wonder where all the bosses were this time. Because it doesn't feel like there's anywhere near as many as there were one stage. Oh. Okay. There's someone over there. Beta with AP, there's nothing shouting, hey, I'm here, like 300,000 around. There ain't nothing quite like it. Ain't nothing quite like it. Damn right. I find that this door here is like really cursed. Don't know about you. Should we just go kind of towards them? Let's just go kind of straight across. This is stupid, but we're gonna do it because I'm. Oh. Shouting. Was that like far shouting? Like Raider shouting or something? Sounded like it. Huh. Spawning cages of groups of 3. Ran into for Charlotte, Dermot, and Sani all down on several raids. Below bunkers is guaranteed death. That sounds like fun though. I'm not gonna lie to you, it sounds like fun. One of the only places I will not go on reserve. I don't like this. Crossing this in particular, I really dislike. If Gluhar is there, you will die. If you're like actually in the underground bit, you know, then yes, I agree, you will die down there. I've actually died down there to him before the craziness started. I'm gonna get a bit more stamina. Should I just get rid of some of this stuff? I don't really need this, right? I don't need these things. I'm gonna keep the dog tags. I'm gonna get rid of the helmet. I'm gonna keep this. And we'll keep like the beds and some of the nades. Not in there. Get rid of the ABS because I'm just fed up. I'm just fed up of like lugging all this crap around and being really heavy. Right, there we go. A bit more sprightly now. A bit more sprightly. All right, off we go. Over we go. Over we go. Let's try it. Okay. RNG, how many of them spawn? Is there always a boss under bunkers all night? I think they can spawn anywhere, can't they? It was like 300 to 800k. Yeah, I just bought one for like 800. Sorry, 300. I didn't buy one for 800. That's crazy. But yeah, bought one for 300. Okay, I have 51 strength, so no need. Huh. So someone was here. Oops. What is this? Just a security vest. Okay. Some PMC. That's a lot of dead randos. Yeah, I don't feel great, does it? Player scav raiders don't spawn with those. Maybe go through train itself. Ogo seems pretty snappy on that SA58. It's not bad. This is this one. This is like with the suppressor as well. It's actually pretty good. This is the problem is that the recoil is really not amazing because this is the only way that you can actually get it decent. Though. This is using the 16-inch barrel, which is the middle one. If you go and actually, yeah, I did literally. I put a video out today on it, on the whole like SA58 like section and all the different things you can do. I still think probably the longer barrel ones are better, I would say, but I'm just trying out like a few different things because it's fun. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. You can make one. You can, if you don't have the suppressor on this thing, then it can get to like 45 ergo, which is actually all right. Like it really is not bad at all. Really not too shabby at all, in my opinion. Right, should we go and die to people in train station? How about that? I mean, we just heard someone. Is the short barrel justified if you want to go resort dorms? The middle one's still better. I still think the middle one is better because you can make one with better ergo. I mean, it helps the weight slightly, but it's so slight. I just don't think it's ever worth it. That was kind of the issue that I had. I just can't see a way to make it work because, like, the recoil is crazy, and the ergo's okay, but like you can make some of them for the same ergo. You can actually get like you just need to like finesse the build a bit on like the longer or the mid barrel one. I couldn't get the recoil to something that was like actually usable. No. What? He's on the roof. Okay. Let's heal that thorax up, eh? Get that thing healed up. The FPS on reserve is just saddening. I figured he was on the roof after like a second, but I couldn't like work out exactly which bit he was going to be. I thought he might have jumped down, but apparently not. Anyway, for the MDR of the SA58, yeah, that was actually what I was about to say just before I got jumped by our friend there. If you're going to be wanting to use like the short-barreled like SA58 instead, then you may as well just go and use the MDR. Because you'll get like decent recoil and high ergo, which is great for close quarters. And the problem with the short-barreled SA58 is the recoil ends up just being crazy if you try to make the ergo anything good. So like the min recoil version is like 102-ish, I think, for the short-barreled one, and the ergo is like not even that amazing. Whereas the MDR is just a lot better on that front. So I really think the MDR is probably better if you're going to do that. Oh yeah, I mean there is the thing about there is that point about the fact that the Obviously, the SA can take the 30 and 50 rounders, but I don't know. Not just yours, just in general. I don't know anyone who gets good FPS on reserve. No, I don't know. I mean, what am I at now? It's going to be even worse now. I mean, mine's 90 right now, but if I scope in, I'm at like 60. If I'm like really whizzing around, it's like drops to like 48 at times. So it's not too bad, but MDR for CQB, SF58 for something more versatile. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Like the MDR is good for CQB. I mean, the difference in fire rate's not actually that high because the SA is like 700 RPM and the MDR is 650, so it's not too different. But like the 20 round mags, I find, yeah, people as we were saying a second ago, don't need more than 2061 rounders. Yeah, you have to fight yeah, exactly. When you have to fight aggressive squads and you're on your own, it's really not that easy, I find myself. So I really I would like to like the MDR. And I have used it a bit. But I find it's not hugely wait, where is he? Yeah, I killed him, no? He died, right? He definitely died. PMAG makes 30 rounders from IRL. I have a few if they'll add it. Oh no, he fell down. Oh no. Oh no, he did fall down. Oh, dude. Can you get down there? Probably can't get back out. Can you actually get down there? I don't know whether you can. He fell down the gap. Man, that sucks. Oh well. You have to crawl from the front. I mean, that sounds really bad. And I don't really care for his gear. Like, what's he got? He's got like an AK of some kind. What else? Oh, he's got like a suppressed, like, nice thing. And a TV 110 on. It's like alright. And he's got like some okay stuff. But it's fine. He's throwing stuff out there to insurance for it all the time. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, so I can't imagine there's actually that many people left. Maybe we just like go to D2 and go. This has been an okay raid. It's been an okay raid. Time. Yeah, so it's 25 minutes. I can't be bothered to wait for the train or anything. I didn't bother bringing the paracord. Maybe we do just like crawl up and get his dog tag or something. I just want to see what like level he was. Something like that. Let's try it. If we get stuck and bugged out or whatever, then like so be it. So I can't even get down there. I don't think you can get through this. Maybe, can you get through the other side? Maybe you're saying like through the other side. Let's try it. Let's try it. Now is the time just to try dumb stuff, you know? God, you really have to go all that way? I'm not sure if this is going to work, but... Oh, you can't get over that, can you? No, you have a new YouTube video. It's Tarkov, but we crawl along a train track for 30 minutes. I love that on reserve, if you die to a boss, the boss will guard your gear against other PMCs, so there's a big chance of insurance to return. See, that's one really, really fun thing about the event, and especially about playing like PvE. It's definitely one reason why I always... Oh, well there's the train. One reason why I always insure my stuff if I'm going to be playing against... Okay, you actually can't get down there. No, you can't get down there. Should we try and go to the train? I mean, the route to the train is spicy boys, you know? Let's try and get the train. Actually, it just takes too long for it to leave. I can't be bothered. Who's this guy? A raider. We'll go this way. We'll go this way. We'll go the other way. I can't wait for it to... I can't be waiting for it to leave. Actually, nah. Let's go the other way. Gotta wait like 10 minutes. Yeah, gotta wait like 10 minutes. I can't be bothered to do that. We'll go the other way, and this raid's dead. I'm just gonna be fighting raiders if I do that, which I would be fighting anyway. So it's not really that different. Is that suppressed? Yeah, this one's suppressed. This is suppressed. Yeah. It's this guy here. D2 or Cliff? I'm going D2. I don't actually bring the paracord with me, so. Chick stick Scavlands to get you 100k. That's honestly not a bad idea. Given we're right here.
Hold your fire.
Hold your fire. Cease fire. Hold your fire.
Cease fire. Hold your fire.
Any scavs?
Cease fire. Hold your fire.
Nope.
Cease fire.
No one here. Scavlands is a masquerade raid. Today with raiders booming. It looks like no one even fought here today. Interesting, eh? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. 7 minutes. Whatever. Not an ideal time to run out of stam. Particularly. It's time for the mule, boys. Okay. I actually caught the stream for once. West Coast US makes catching British streamers really hard. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, it was partly because I'm streaming a lot later than I normally do. I normally stream like early afternoon for me, but this is evening, which is kind of unusual. It's unusual for me anyway. So I don't normally stream this late. But it's just kind of the way that it's gone. Did I just see a G4 ad? What is this, 2003? Your blueberry buddies are still running around somewhere? Don't know, one of them's got a hole in him. One of those boys has a hole. Have a hole in them somewhere. If I die to a hatch thing at Scavland, I die like 9 out of 10 times to some Juice Lord. Nothing quite like the Juice Lords, eh? Nothing quite like the Juice Lords. You probably die to Airwing on his GL. That's the thing. Die to Airwing using his grenade launcher. Exactly, the AGS. Right. It is very, very dark down here. I turned the power on earlier though, so at least we know it's on. And then it was good to go. I wonder how many people are actually using this extract at this point. Probably not all that many. Most people are using the easiest and most expensive extract, which is the Death to Lobby extract. Now, you would hope that extract campers are at like a near zero, you know? You would hope. Is the power on? Yeah, I turned it on myself. Like right at the start. I kind of just went straight down here to get into some shenanigans, but like, no one was here. So that's just the way it is. Yeah, it's just the way it is. That's the way it is. Yeah, I'm still torn about face shields, no. Still torn about face shields. I quite like them, but when it's in a sort of dark area like this, I really like this smeary stuff. I really am not a fan of. Given that you can keep it on though, and not get the kind of breathing, it's a lot more palatable for me. I know that probably is a bug, and it should be resolved, but I just really hate the breathing. I hate the smears. It really sucks. I wish you could like clean wiper it and just like wipe it off a bit, you know. I think they turned it down a bit, which is the reason why I feel like I can use them. I feel like I actually have the the ability to use them these days, but still, I just think they're really important for fighting bosses and raiders because like they often have really bad ammo. They have like good gear, but they have really terrible ammo. The number of times I've been shot with like green trace in the face and stuff and just like survived because of face shields, it's great. I found Sanitar to my most enjoyable extract method. I got exacamped here earlier. I was carrying millions of loot. Oh my goodness. Who does that? Who does that at this point? Not only that, you're eventually not going to be able to ADS on most guns with face shields. I think that's important. I think that's important. Yeah, shame I couldn't get this guy. But never mind. Never mind. Well, that went quite well. That was alright, you know? 762'd by this dude. But fortunately we got him. I was like so funny when he was like came around the corner. I'm just like, the blood, the blood, the blood. Where'd he go? Where's the guy gone? Yeah, what's spray bottle bleach? Make it usable. Yeah, exactly. The clean wiper. Like, make it so that it slowly gets dirtier over time. You know? As time goes on, it gets more and more dirty. You have to use, like, clean wiper to get rid of the stuff. Yeah, but when you can't use ADS on most of the guns with face shields anymore, it's going to be, like, pretty crazy, I think. It's going to be pretty crazy. Like, it's going to change the meta quite a lot because people use face shields all the time. So, we're just going to have to see. Imagine you hideout mechanic, chores, do the dishes. Just turn Tarkov into a full, like, second life. Wait, they're adding that this wipe? Is that a question? I don't think they are. Exfil face shield's a bit cleaner than multi-ballistic. I should have a look at that. It's quite funny, like, if there's one that's, like, you know, higher in price because, like, oh, it's technically got better stats or whatever, but, like, it's just cleaner. That's, like, such a funny reason to, you know, pay more for one versus another. What do you mean it's already a second life? That's true. Not being able to ADS with the face shield. Oh, yeah, is that coming in the next one? Or is that... I know that they showcased it. The stocks that allow you to ADS IRL with the face shield, but they're not common. Yeah, because they're kind of for what, like... Because you wouldn't really wear a face shield, right? If you're like in the actual military, it's more for like riot police and stuff. No, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Airwing, but I can't imagine like in the actual military you wear a face shield all that often, right? You just wear a helmet, no? Surely. I think it's more for like riot people. I think that there was the one that they showcased was for the oh god, what's it called? MCX. That's the one that they showcased. There was a stock for the MCX that you could use. 545 PS. I think it's with gas masks. Ah, that's, yeah, that makes sense. Oh. That sounded like... Oh, no! Okay. They're pretty aggroed. They're pretty aggroed. You can ADS with US military gas masks. It just sucks. Yeah. I love the MCX. Gobra, he got me. He got me. He got me. Wouldn't face shields also worse than eye relief some scopes as a minimum distance to the eye, even if the stock accommodates the face shield? Probably yes. That's probably why you only really want to do it with like red dots, I suppose, because red dots are kind of like, you know, it's like the holographic dot within the frame or whatever. Can't even get down behind the scope with one on. I can't imagine you could use an ACOG with a face shield. I just don't imagine that working as a concept. My stash is filled with all sorts of junk after these events. It's just gone weird. It's all just gone weird. I mean, what's this guy using? Is he using the PS12B? Like, I actually forget about the Ash 12. I just can't remember what's the good bullets for it. JP, how's it going? Busy but stopping by. Thank you, dude. Welcome and hi, hello, and then see ya, I suppose. Where's I'm just having a look at the chart. Just have a look at the ammo chart. Here we go. Yes, this is PS12B. It's like 46 pen and 102 damage. 46 pen is like what? 7N1? Yeah. Interesting. I don't really use the Ash 12 ever. Clean demoed it on the podcast did with Nikita and with an alt in. Yeah. I love Verta's new video about scopes with the images that do look like leaks. Yeah, it's cool. It should be really, really good. Can you ADS IRL with MVGs? Specific optics, yes. Interesting. Someone who likes to snipe with the AK-102. Nerf face shields also sounds pretty good. PS1 is the only ammo you should use. Yeah, this is the good stuff, right? This is the good stuff. Maybe we just like run it on factory or something. What is the recoil on this bad boy is like out of this world crazy though, I imagine. Do we have to pull up an EOTech in game? Can you not use it? Oh, this is modding, not presets. Oh, does it have to be big? Like any of these? Yeah. Is that this button here? NV. That's super cool. So what? So like the actual they got rid of these, by the way. You used to be able to see the reticle in here. I think they got rid of it for performance maybe. So what? So when you press this, you can see it with NVs, but you can't otherwise. It's like allows it to be seen. Actually, I think I've probably seen that in COD, to be honest, because there's like a lot of like NV style missions in I think, which one is it? Is it it's just Modern Warfare, the newer one? too bright in normal mode for MVGs. That makes sense. That makes sense. Who uses the carry handle on this thing? That seems gross to me. Is it just like too low or something? Like, what's the deal? God, the ergo on that's really bad. That's like 140. Like, can you make this any better? You can't really, right? It's like looking at a flashlight. Yeah, that doesn't sound ideal. Like, you can't do a great deal to this gun, can you? I remember looking at this like a long time ago, but oh, you can do Hera. You can do Hera arms. Get 7 more ergo for 2 more recoil. That seems okay. Because that's only like the shift is what, like a bit more, another bit. Feels like the ergo. Feels like the ergo is more important here, to me, because you're only going from like this is exactly the thing that I've talked about before in my recoil video about the fact that it's got a fixed stock, which means that the mods just don't do anything. So you get to 140 recoil here, and if you're using the shift, you get to 144. So you may as well just take the ergo. Yeah, and you don't need the suppressor, although that kind of increases the... Oh, no, hang on, because you've got the muzzle brake. Okay, yeah, you got the muzzle brake. CQR stock is best. It's like 5 for 2, though, man. That's like... Is that a great ratio? I don't know. 131 and 55, like 16, 133. I'm not sure if that makes any difference, the vertical. Don't know, man. Just ergo is really what you need. Gun ain't. Says recoil ain't gonna go down. Red dots are brutal because of the muzzle flash. I use the ear text. That's probably the reason why the suppressor's like maybe better. Let's just have a quick look. Let's just have a quick look at this. Do I actually have any more? No, I don't have any more of this stuff. We can just buy a bit and just try it. I've done it. I've tried the Ash once, and it was a complete disaster. It was actually a complete disaster. I just died almost instantly. And it was bad. Okay, and it's 30 stacks of 30 as well. Alright. And 20 rounders. And let's just switch this over. You can see that, you can tell that I was modding SA58s, right? It's just like 3 of them lined up and then like a bunch of random mods, drums, all sorts of stuff. Okay, let's stick this bad boy. Let's just have a quick look in the hideout and see what this looks like with the muzzle. It's true MVGs don't work in a pitch black room because they need outside light to work, and therefore work at night because of the moon and starlight. What are you saying? Is it true? Hey, churches again, dude. They need very, very little light. See, like, you can kind of see there, no? Thank you for the sub, Church. Good to see you, buddy. I mean, this is insane, no? This is insane. This is an insane gun. You're just going to want to point blank with it. It's quite funny because you're just going to like one-shot people with like no armor, which is kind of hilarious. That is kind of hilarious, I will admit. The problem is you probably need like a couple of like mags or something. I don't know. Well, we won't need that where we're going. Let's just eat more of this milk. Let's buy another one. I'm just going through like food and water like crazy. I don't know about everyone else, but it's just like it's going completely insane. Okay, right. So I think like is this okay, so we're saying like this is alright. Let's just do one more test before we go in and actually do something. And we'll turn it into we'll do this one. I'll take this to 133. We'll go and buy this. Super cheap. Super cheap. I don't know why I didn't just press go on that, but whatever. And now I've lost it. Oh god, my stash is like such a disaster. This is like post wipes. There's like pre-wipe stash, isn't it? It's like a complete mess everywhere. Just total mess. Alright. So it's not great. If you're ADSing, it's not too bad. That's still okay. It's alright. Maybe we just try it like this then. Maybe we just try it like this. We'll buy another mag. Buy another mag. As well. Because we don't want to be running out. And then we can just like run around. Where's my factory key? We don't need a splint. We don't need splints where we're going. We don't need splints. Who needs a splint? We've probably got enough nades. We'll take a fifth. Okay. Oh, I did actually get damaged by this guy. All right, that's a. I love that I'm overweight to begin with, just by default. Just by default. All right, let's see. Let's see how this is going to go. I told you today was going to be random. I told you today was going to be random. No visible radiation to detect. Yeah. IR flashlight on your firearm. Yeah, I was thinking about this. Regular I can't see it, but NVGs can. Yeah, that's kind of how like this is kind of funny. This is how like the baby monitor works at night, right? It's got like a tiny little like I don't know whether it's I assume it's IR, and so it must have like a little IR light, and then it switches over to like IR mode, and then you can still see even if it's like really dark in the room, and like technically pitch black in the room, right? You can't see it yourself. You need to switch the spectral light observed even more like pure infrared. You need to provide some form of illumination. Do your saved weapon presets get erased on a wipe? They shouldn't. Yeah, they aren't supposed to, but they bugged before. Yeah, they shouldn't. So last time they said they were going to save them, and it worked for the most part, but there were some weird stuff. That's why everything got nuked, because the attachment changes. Yeah. Thanks, most of mine from Giga Videos. Well, I hope they don't let you down. We're gonna have to see if they change any attachments. Like normally, that's the biggest like crazy change from for me on wipes when they do like a big attachment like rebalances, because that makes like all the builds different. You have to re-go through and like create all the meta builds again. Like it's good. I guess it's good for content, I suppose, because people are looking for new stuff. But it's a little bit of a faff, especially when they're changing stuff all the time. The one that I found, like trying to do a vector video when it first came out last time, was so hard because they were changing it every 5 seconds. Like the amount of the price it was. It's not running a sick in your container effective on backpack space, or does it drag you down? I mean six fine. You can get away with Doc's case. Doc's case is actually fine. All right. Okay. Where's everyone? So I haven't been able to catch the stream in so long. The Nat, welcome, my friend. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever. Got my account 6 days, go before the wipe. Spent a few days examining things, designed 4 times, survived once, then it was all gone. I had no idea why. Dude, that's so rough. That is so rough. Because it doesn't really tell you, right? If you're like brand new. All right. Okay. It's not on full. Shh. That ain't good. There we go. How are we doing on thorax? Need a little heal. I thought you'd use your allotted lives. The man had you dead to rights and just didn't shoot. I think it's because of the way he leaned. I don't really know what happened. I'm honest with you. I'm not really sure what happened to him. I forgot to take a morphine, but it's fine. We'll just use this. H12 is a cannon. Definitely is a cannon. Especially, like, I think this is the thing, right? Especially if you're wearing, like, level 4 rigs and stuff. I don't really understand why anybody at this point in the wipe would not be using, basically slicks. Why would you not just be using slicks? At least level 5. Like, there's like, a lot of people who, actually, what was he wearing anyway? Yeah, he's wearing level 4. So, like, oh, it's because he's level 11, that's why. Okay, it's people who are just, like, stretching out of their comfort zone with the various kits and things, which is fine. That's completely fine. That's fair enough, right? If you're level 11, that's fair enough. TC800 with the bad phase shields. That's fine. But yeah, I think people should just be using like the best stuff because like you can probably afford it at this point now. I guess yeah, you kind of need the trader levels though. That's probably the reason. Probably the reason you need the trader levels. What's this dude running anyway? BT. Okay, that's why he didn't kill me, right? Because he's running BT. Was that a raider? I think it probably was a raider. So funny. And everyone sticks to hex grids because I lack custom protection. How does it get most of my kills? It depends on what you're running, right? Depends on what you're running. Like, definitely if somebody's using like AP20 slugs or like buckshot. Then yes. That's how you get them. That's actually probably my favorite thing in Factory. Although these are not real people, are they? But that's honestly one of my favorite things because people come down that hallway and then there's nowhere for them to go and then you step out and they die. It is loud. This is a loud gun. This is not quiet. If you don't play enough to get a scab-friendly extract, playing that 2 mil for a stick isn't going to be too easy. Well, the thing is, like, yeah, I guess there was, like, I've been using a little strategy to be getting the scab-friendly extract, because you can basically do it while you do other stuff. You load the game up, you load into reserve, you run near the extract, you stay in the bushes, and then you wait until 30 minutes, and then you run to the scab extract. That's basically what I was doing. And I was, like, not really playing the game, to be honest with you. I wasn't really playing the game. I'm a shotgun man, and in their spare time running 45 rip in the UMP, I just try to ignore armor. That's good. That's good. I mean, that will kill people. I find it quite funny and interesting that leg meta does. It's almost like rock paper scissors. Do you know what I mean? It's like a rock paper scissors where. What time is it anyway? 14 minutes. Okay. Yeah, it's like rock paper scissors because like. Your normal play beats like top level armor with like M61s and all that kind of stuff, but like usually regular armor is supposed to beat conventional rounds, and then from there, I don't even know I'm looting any of these things honestly. Let's just go around looking for people. Actually, were any of these people PMCs? So not this guy. This is just raiders. This is more raiders. I've heard this one that we did. Who's this person? Nah. It's this person. This person. That guy's PMC. Did I kill him? No, he got killed by someone else. This person. They're PMC? They're also PMC. Oh! What an MDR. And an exfil. Nice. Okay. What I've been doing is getting shootable and having punished done by sniping people with reserve extract and waiting for them to get this guys to arrive. They need 1 PMC and they get some free gear. I love that. Glad they added the raiders now. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy fun. It's crazy fun. Yeah, this guy's run out of ammo. That's fine. Okay, fine. We'll just stick with the S12. Okay, well that was good. I think like most people are dead at this point. And yes, there's raiders, but I wonder if it was just a scab, I'm sure, right? Must have been. I love the sounds of the casings of this weapon just like plinking onto the floor. It's fantastic. Ah! Do not. Do not do that. People who bought the game via the sale must be getting quite the intro experience. Can you imagine you just turning up? It's just crazy. But the thing is, like, you wouldn't necessarily know things like the 50, like the 12 mil scav extract and stuff. So you'd just be like, what is happening? Like, why is everything so expensive? This is completely insane. Actually, I guess if you're like just joining, you wouldn't even necessarily have the flea. So I don't know. I don't know. So we just killed the guy in office, and then just like a bunch of randos, a bunch of rando scavs. Funny. Oh, it's wild. It's wild. I love this time. It's fun because you just like you feel like you can just go and do anything. It doesn't really matter, does it? Starting on a fog day would have been terrible. Oh my god, can you imagine? If you'd like started when the fog was in. That would have been particularly rough. That would have been particularly rough. This is a juicy MDR. This is kind of tasty. You know, this is kind of tasty. Let's feel its ADS speed. Bro, you didn't have to pop me like that. Dude, was that you here? One of these. It's one of these you. I guess this. Yeah, because there's the what you. I killed you, right? The one guy. Didn't even hear you. Were you Sorry, were you player or were you you a scav? Were you the PMC in the office or someone else? You were the scav with the PM. Oh. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Why are you crouching there? You look like an AI, dude. You look like an AI. Imagine how scary Factory is. Is this your I need to know headphones turn around to see a red on my face. Is this your first wipe, man, or is this you a couple of wipes in? Like, how experienced player are you? See, like, oh, the MDR just feels so good, doesn't it? It feels so good, and the recoil on this thing is not actually that high. It's only 84. It's actually not bad. It really isn't that bad. You played since day one. Okay. Cool. I just you can never tell. You just can never tell. No headphones. Well, it's probably because he's playing scav. Oh, like literally no headphones. Yeah. Do you mean IRL or? I was on Discord trying to figure out what the hell I was hearing. I was running the Dash 12 unsuppressed, which is a bit of a beast. It's a bit of a beast. That is all I will tell you. Okie doke. Do I actually have one of these? I have like nice armament one. The in-game sound was messed up, but that's nothing new. Scared the hell out of me. The in-game sound's completely mental, man. I had like two guys like sprint at me in reserve. They knew exactly where I was on the roof when they were like down on the ground floor. Oh no! Look at this. Okay, this is the deal, right? When the market just goes completely crazy and you just can't buy anything anymore. You can buy nice armament steals. That's fine. I mean, what's the difference in? It's like 4 versus. Let's see. So that's like 64. PMag is like one more. Another one's like completely sold out, and the other one's like, no one cares. No one cares because it's one more ergo. It's one more ergo, and everyone's just freaking out. You know. So funny, so funny. This game late white, dude. It's just absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Bosh bosh. Yeah, anything limited by Peacekeeper is insane right now. Yeah, that makes sense because of the dollars thing. Yeah, that makes sense. See, it's like, it's okay. It's alright, isn't it? It's maybe not as good as you might imagine it to be. At like 66. It's probably because it's like relative to its base as well. It's just the suppressors. I mean, how heavy is it? 6 kilos. It's actually not it's not a light gun. Sold a suppressor for 2 mil. Oh my god. To be fair, it feels nice though. It actually does feel nice. I think it's your favourite gun. I would really like it to be my favourite gun, but just like given that that's it, like if you're playing against like squads of 2 or 3, I actually find it quite hard to win with. Man, that's just super funny. I like the rumbling afterwards. 30-round mag and it's over? I think so. I think like if 30 rounds get added for that, we're done for. It's gonna be the best gun. But yeah, the 50s and stuff on the other ones, that's really that clinches it, you know. M1A and the SA with the 50s and the 30s. It's like that's like the deal, you know. That's like the deal. Okay, well, I mean, we've got rounds for this thing, so we may as well just use them. Just go factory again? So, I mean, factory's kind of popping these days, I assume. It is funny. We've got loads of nades now. Let's repair this bad boy. Make sure I bring a... Oh, how much are Probitals? 20's kind of sus, given the SA 58 isn't far off in price. Seems a bit unfair on the gun. Yeah, I know. That's like, I agree with you. I agree with you. With 30s, it would be a bit better, because that's the problem, like... Everything's so expensive, it's insane. Maybe I should keep that down. Grumble. How much are golden stars now? Pricey. They are pricey. All right, let's stop just messing about, and we'll go in again. Which bit's broken on this? Oh, it's the face shield. We'll get a proper one. Oops, that one. There we go. We'll try this one out. I don't normally use the exfil, so it's a good time to try. Everyone who's got all the level 4 stuff unlocked is just using it to buy out from him, but now they're constantly out of stock since they've got millions of rubles as well. The perfect storm for the flea market to just explode. Yeah, how much is M61 now? 15,000 around. Nice. God, what's the components like? Red gunpowder. So red gunpowder was going for 120k when I last looked. Okay, it's going to be like 200 now. What's that, 995? Let's have a look. I love it. It's crazy. There we go. Yeah, 16, 17k for like big stacks. Yeah, food has exploded. Food has exploded. Food's crazy. I don't know, like, why has food exploded so much? I'm actually not really sure. I'm not really sure why food's exploded so much. That's weird to me, a little bit. No, if I went for 40k at one point. Oh my god. It's like condensed milk is really cheap now. Basically, like, what people seem to be missing out on here. This is why it hasn't really bothered me, because like people are like missing out on the fact that. So like, why would a packet of oat flakes be going for 40k? This doesn't make any sense, right? When you can buy a condensed milk for 15,000, and then you can buy an Aquamari water bottle for like, well, okay, it's 40k now. Okay, everything's just completely messed. Everything's just messed up, my man. Everything's just messed up. Everything's just completely mental. More people constantly running consequent raids, too lazy to farm food. I think that probably is the case. And the scavs are all, you know, clustered around the extract and stuff, so... Yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, the food thing is just like money isn't worth anything. No, I think that's it. I think that's it. And like as people saying, right, no one is really farming anything. No one's playing like, you know, low level raids, budget raids, going like farming for gear, whatever. Because people are just doing whatever they want. And flea prices are brutal if you don't have high level traders. Yeah, absolutely. And we've been a constant food farmer, so it's been great. If you've got like a whole backlog, then it's great. Condensed milk plus the Aquamari is what we've been running, so it's a cheaper combo than a single can. Yeah, and the Aquamari is like 300. Like, a lot of people don't realize that it's like 100. It says, this is a weird mechanic. I don't know why it does this, right? But it says 150 uses, right? It's like 150 as like the durability of the Aquamari. But when you click on it, it's 350 hydration, which is the reason why when you do like 3, or was it 250 hydration? I can't remember. But you go like, if you go like 30, you get healed for like 70 thirst. So it's like way better than it looks. It's like 3 times better than it looks. It's basically the only like thirst thing that you should ever really do. That is loud. I've got a headset on, I can tell. Oh, someone on the stairs. Pincered. I wish I'd hit that shot, that would have been great. World War ration crates. We really are getting the post-World War I Germany experience. I know, it's so funny. You've got like hyperinflation going on, people like wheeling wheelbarrows full of like rubles all over the place. It's kind of cool. I think like it's an interesting test in another way, right? Because like the fuel test was really good because it's kind of like scarcity of a particular resource, watching the prices go crazy for that, and like people like really focused around farming that particular thing, which is fun, and that was like an interesting thing to see in the first place. But then this one is like basically simulating hyperinflation just to see what happens. Like what actually happens, like how does it go? You know, when you have infinite money, like how crazy do the prices get? It's interesting. It's interesting. Paradox, I just sat down for the Tarkov podcast and here you are live instead. Hello. Yes, I was supposed to be on earlier and I ended up moving my stream forwards because I didn't have enough time to do like a full one before. So here I am in the evening. I'm never normally here on Saturday evening, so yeah. One time only. It's a different time zone. It's interesting because you actually get like a different cross section of people coming in because like different people can catch it. It's interesting to see. In Hungary, our currency unit was introduced. One loaf of bread was like 100 million billion, a 1 billion note. My goodness. It'd be cool with more rotating or random trades to create a more dynamic market. That would be kind of interesting actually. That would be kind of interesting. Fuel was the best test since it affected a lot of things from Bitcoin to all the various crafts. Yeah, it was good. It was a good one. Wipe Thursday might be even before that. It might be Monday. It might be Tuesday. Guess who just killed the killer with an MP5 Quake Maker? My man. Well done. Good for you. Good for you. I've never killed him with leg meta. I've hardly killed killer, honestly. I hate interchange. I find it so hard. I assume you killed him on interchange and not on reserve. Saturday night's all right for fighting. Tarbank coin could be worth 1 million USD. Blow in. How's it going, dude? How are you? It might be August. It could be. They still haven't confirmed anything. I didn't lag him, I sprayed and prayed. Oh, leg. You didn't leg him, you sprayed and prayed. It could, like, no one knows when the wipe's going to be. But I think, like, the things that they've done now, it's pretty much going to be, like, very soon, right? It has to be, surely. Surely. Oh! Ash 12, baby. Whoa! Okay, the second guy took me by surprise. That guy? Yeah. I didn't realize the second guy. Escort Gaiden. What did he kill me with? Like one pistol shot to the head or something? Oh, AP-20 slugs. Okay. Okay, it was a shotgun. Okay, fine. I really hope the wipe is still months away just to keep it as unpredictable as possible. Oh, it's rule number 1 of Tarkov again? Absolutely. There is always another. There is always another. Actually, you know what? I kind of like, I went that way because I thought there might be another one in that ramp. And I didn't want to like move up the ramp, get stuck halfway, and then be like, now I've got nowhere to go. There's nowhere that I can get behind or whatever if I run out of bullets or something. So that's kind of why I went down the tunnel. And then like with the one guy, I was like, okay, kill him. And then the second guy, I just got AP'd in the face. You know what? When you get AP'd in the face, normally that's the end. Usually that is the end. You know? Unless you're actually wearing an Altin or something. But yeah. Okay, well that's the end of factory and that's the end of the Ash 12, so that's fine. So let's switch over to like the MDR, maybe play labs or something. We're just playing like random stuff. We'll just do random stuff today. Just do random stuff. Always another, and when you're clearing the lobby, there's always that player scav who spawned 10 seconds away sitting in the bush with his SV98 and a thermal. It's always the way. It's always the way. Okay, so we've got this hex off this dude, so that's here, so we'll just use that. And then the MDR, we have to buy some of the specialist mags for it, right? We have to buy a couple of these. How are you anyway, Blown? I haven't seen you around for ages. How's life been treating you? You've been super busy, my man. Let's get some of them M61s in. So this is the funny thing, because it's like you could just make an incredible amount of money towards the end, but like, what's the point? Because you want the money to be able to spend on the stuff. You know, that's the deal. Because like I've got a whole box of these bad boys, which I was saving up to use today and other days. You know, M61s. I'm not sure like how many even are there. I couldn't just count them because they're in here. And we need this on. Need that on. Oh no, it doesn't work in here. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, never mind. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6-ish. 4, 6, 24. It's 40. Probably like nearly 1,000, I would say. Probably nearly 1,000. We'll see. I'm good, been really swamped. Basically had no time to chill for the last 6 weeks. How's you? How's the little lady? Yeah, all doing good. All doing good. Wife and Babin, all happy. You can see the total ammo when you load the mag. Ah, yes. Yes, we're all doing well, my friend. We're all doing very, very well. 1187, is that what it said? Yeah, or like 1207, because I just unloaded this one. Nice. Good memory, by the way. Fantastic memory on that one. That's insane. Unless you skip back or something in the VOD, I don't even think you could have done that in that time. So that's props to you, man. That's impressive. You counted the stacks. However you did it, I'm impressed. However you did it. Okay. And then I suppose we don't really need a bag, do we? It's not really any point. Someone will have a bag. We're probably just going to die anyway. So it's just not... we'll take one. We'll take one. Kind of know there's no advantage in not, you know. My goofy gun stuff is just like in the way. This thing. The beast. Right. So in terms of labs things. I wonder whether you can even buy a labs card, actually. You know what? That's a good question, because I don't know if I have any on me. Have I got any in here? No, I don't have any in there. I haven't really been playing labs. Rayman here counting stacks without you knowing. Dude. Oh yeah, Labs is free, of course! Labs is still free. I haven't actually played it since it was free. Maybe did I play it once? I don't think I did. I don't think I did play it when it was free, actually. So that's kind of why I forgot. Is Gluhar still there, then? That's a good question. Gluhar and the friends. I'll do. We'll just take a load of stuff. Good. Anyone else find ammo like this? It's just easier than going in the box half the time. Oh. Come on. Unload. Maybe I should have just gone in the box. Right, we don't need a factory key. What other like medi stuff have we got? Oh, I probably could do with another one of those mules. I wonder if people are still selling labs keys. I imagine labs keys are just like not available to buy now. Like red key cards and stuff. See. Yeah, like you can't even buy them now, I don't think. Oh no, there's a barter. There's a barter. What's this barter for? 4 thick cases. Why? 100 rivals. I love that. 100 rivals. That's super funny. Got loads of lads cards you can buy, 200k. All the scabs are raiders, apparently. Is the purpose of the goggles you wear? Actually, not really. All it does is like reduce the rain if you're in the rain. I just kind of wear them by habit, and they're like I just have them all over my stuff. I was just tried making a bowl out of wood. Nice. I use them and also use the modding screen to fish mags out of the inventory mess. Everyone, their families, kids, and distant relatives are in labs. That tool's the only way I can figure out what goes in what. I mean, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Like, it's very hard otherwise. It's very hard otherwise. That thing really helped people to build the meta builds, to understand like what they need to do to actually do the right things. It was not easy before. It was really not easy before. When I first started playing, you didn't have the ability to just do that, and so it meant like finding the best builds was actually quite tough because you had to go and like kind of buy everything, to go and check everything. Well, like, at least go and check all the statistics. But it's quite hard to know like what fits to what without just having like this, you know, visualization of it. So buying the things is kind of easier because then you can just like fit things to each other. But yeah, it's it was a bit of a mess. It was a bit of a mess. It's so much easier now. Right, should we run? What should we run? Should we run a hammer? Because some of labs is like kind of long range, like not really super long range, but like long range enough for it to be a bit of a pain. And the hammer's good because you get the nice red dot on top. And who am I kidding? We're gonna die instantly anyway, so it's kind of whatever. It's kind of whatever. I should probably get a better CMS. This CMS sucks. Do I have any more CMS? I've gone with 3 on it. That'll do. That'll do. Let's go. Lab, 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 lab. Bosh. Is that right? Is there anything else I need? No, 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 no. I didn't even buy any labs keys this wipe. I didn't buy any. Right. Is it Gigabeat Discord? Yes, thank you very much for putting that in the chat. Reserve is the thing. That's just because I've never played labs. I was playing Reserve before. I played like a decent amount of Reserve recently. I kind of like need to branch back out a bit because I've just been like playing Reserve so much. I was playing Reserve before all of the stuff came out, so then all the things have now appeared, and it's like, okay, now Reserve's like even more popping than it was. I just got killed by a radio at Power Station. I thought it was raids on factory only. Nah, it's everywhere. Missing U's not played for a few days. This is crazy. It is nuts. What's super water used for? It's used for making moonshine, but like you can technically drink it as well in theory, but most people just use it for moonshine. Then you missed the fog too. Loads of things are happening. Fog was an arse ache. I got it for 2 heads. I had no idea about the fog. I thought it was only my luck. No, it's been so crazy, right? Like it's such an insane string of events. Like Killer on factory, Gluhar on labs, all the bosses on reserve. The cocktail stim getting buffed into like the hilarious state. Sanitar ending up with like 6,500 HP and his guards also on like ridiculous HP. Then what happened? Bitcoin farm got nerfed into oblivion, so it's like 100 hours to make a coin, even if you've got 50. Then simultaneously all the GPU trades came through, so you could buy RePIRs. Then the fog came. It's just insane. And now Raiders on every map. Raiders on every map. It's fun though. It is. It's. I think it's fun. Oh, and of course the 100k scav extract, $100,000 scav extract. I'm a sucker for like economic events like that. It's just they just make me happy. Even if I've got no use for the money, I just think it's funny. I do just think it's really, really funny. I did it 8 times. I did it 8 times because I thought it was so hilarious. And to be fair, I could do it while I was doing other stuff. I was just like going in the raid, sitting in a corner, going and doing other things, coming back like in 25 minutes when the counter read like 30 minutes and just running to that extract shouting, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire as PMC. That's all I did. And I did it like 8 times. There's one time when no one came, everyone was dead, and I picked up like 65 kilos of gear off the floor and left out of D2. It was like killer and like 2 60 round boxes full of a Golnik, a drum full of a Golnik, killer armor, like all the gear. There was like a ton of people dead everywhere. It was like a massacre at Scavlands. But like no one came. I waited until 5 minutes. I was there from like 20 minutes until 5 minutes, and I sprinted to the extract with a thing because I was stood there just saying like hold fire, whatever. But like no scavs came. It was so weird. That was the one time. They're just waiting for people to spend all their money. Then they'll say we told you there was no wipe planned. That would be so funny. So I've got 65 rifles left. So I'm safe for a while. Thing is, like with the amount of money that they've given everybody, like. Okay, now I'm not very good at labs, so I don't really like this spawn very much. Definitely not one of my favourites. Do you get paid if you play a scav too? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Which is the beauty. So you get paid both ways. You get paid as PMC, you get paid as scav. It's just a fantastic time all around. But that's why the economy's gone so crazy. So for people who haven't done it, that and people know that Wipe's coming, you know. So yeah, for full disclosure, I'm not very good at labs. But now is the time. As per the video, now is the time. Now is the time to be playing it. So what was that? Is that all the way down the other end? Am I going to get vogged? Whoa, it's a whole squad. Okay. Oops. I was like so pleased to kill the first guy that like I stayed in the doorway. Oopsie, never mind. He was just like bunny hopping out. That's super funny. That's super funny. The M61 craziness. Okay, in the thorax, it's fine. They weren't pleased you killed that first guy? Oh my god, I know. Imagine if there's no wipe for another month, people will be skint. Yeah, some people will be completely skint. Some people will just be like absolutely banging out crazy with money. I went to the factory extract on Woods and found 4 dead PMCs one way. The extract didn't go well for them. Yeah, there was one like so I went on I went on one of them and it was like 6 or 7 PMCs at the reserve extract. And basically what happened there was a scav came, turned up, and it was like after about 15 minutes or something, because I normally like wait for ages. They must have been like stood around for like 20 minutes or something. So I just like wait and leave and go do something else, come back. And the scav like literally turns up at the end and he's like dancing around being all coy, and then he just falls out like a VOG 17 and just throws it at everyone. I was like, oh god, like sprinted forwards. Like I gunned this guy down with BT out of an AK because I actually brought something with me, like unlike most of the people there. He killed one of the guys in there, and then 2 more scavs who were friendly came in and we all extracted together. But I was like, oh my god, this is like absolutely insane. It's outrageous. It's just outrageously crazy. I love it. I love it. It's just so mental. I absolutely love it. Right, should we try this one? I mean, going suppressed is probably not the best idea. Should we just do like should we just do something really stupid, like should just do like M61 like suppressed min recoil. Like, is this the long barrel version? No, this is the short one. Just do like 0 ergo. 0 ergo build. Oh yeah, because you can't do it with this. So you need to do this and then grab the other barrel. And then you need to grab the long... Whoops, not M-lock. That one. And this thingy, and then we'll just replace this with the same thing. So let's find these parts. Just buy these, and then we'll make it ourselves because it's just easier, I think, in this particular case. Yeah, so we've got this one, we've got this. So this goes around here. That can go. This can get... Oh man, it's always so annoying, this. Bam on that, bam there. Take this, pop this. Oop. I still need to get rid of... Oh no, I've done it already. Sorry, I've done it already. That goes on there. That goes on here. We take this one. Oh no, I need the thingy from this one. So take that off. The 5-inch goes on there. The RK goes on there. Okay. So that's 0 ergo. 77 recoil, which is not bad. I mean, given with 0 ergo, we may as well just replace this out with the PRS. Did I get rid of the Gen 3? Maybe. Labs explained in 5.6 seconds. Basically. That's normally what happens to me on labs. I'm not very good at labs. I just tend to just like meme around in there and then die. That's usually what happens. Oh, actually, we may as well assemble that. Okay. So this has got... Oh, this is 73. What have I done? I've screwed it up somehow. Oh no, it's because it's loud. It's because it's suppressed. It's because it's suppressed. But we're just gonna play like... Do we just play like MRS version? Just like point blank one? It needs to have a laser on it, that's for sure. Okay, doesn't need to have a laser on it. Tomorrow, YouTube's new meta, Zero Ergo Labs Chad Killer, not clickbait. Yeah, that would be the way, wouldn't it? That would be the way. We need a really obvious laser, like the NC Star. That's what we need. We need something really obvious. There we go. Is that better? Is that better? That's better. Nice. Now I feel powerful. Now I feel powerful. Do we do... Let's just go ACPC. We may as well, because, like, you're just going to get drilled by M61 anyway in every raid, so... Hardly matters, eh? Hardly matters. Like, the face shields are really good against raiders and stuff, but... Really doesn't matter against PMCs. Alright, we'll go fast MT, maybe. Let's do that this time. Okay, I'll get a couple of nades. I don't think you can befriend a raider though, unless you're Darren Brown. No, befriending raiders, that doesn't really end well, does it? Let's just take a grizzly. It's actually just much easier. That's one of the big pluses of the grizzly, is that you just take one thing. Just slap it in there, and it's just a catch-all everything, you know. It's the good stuff. Heals everything. Doesn't even matter. Right, let's try. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. We've got loads of M61 and a 50 rounder, so look how sick we look. Oh, look at that! Look at that beast. We don't ADS with this, my friends. We don't ADS with this. Do you want to see what it looks like? Just see what it looks like. If only I had lab success as a man with a pistol prone in those dark hallways. I have had actually, to be fair, probably one of my best labs ever was when I started with the 5.7, and I never do pistol runs. Like, I do them very rarely, and I just went in and did it for fun, and we ended up killing some like juiced out guy. Yeah, look at that swing. Look at that swing. It's actually not too bad though. Like, if you're ready for somebody, it's just like the ADS or the stamina drain is just like extreme. But anyway, let's do this. Let's do this. Have I got enough stuff? This stuff. Yeah. Pink. Yeah. Ah, it'll do. It'll do. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. I do just quite like kicking back and just doing whatever. It is fun. Like, normally I have like a real mission, like a thing to do, whatever. I think it's more normally also because like I try to like wrap what I'm doing into some kind of YouTubey thing usually. But right now, like, I just don't really know when things are going to happen. So I'm kind of making stuff. Usually I'm like in a little bit in advance of myself. But when it's kind of like wipe time, it's very hard to do that, you know, because you just don't know when it's going to come. You don't know if what you make is going to be relevant. So there's no point like spending, 10 hours making a video about something that then just gets completely changed and is completely useless. So I don't really want to do that. So I'm just like making stuff like week by week at the moment. Because usually I'd like to be like 2 or 3 weeks ahead, because otherwise, like, if something happens, whatever, then I'm not like under pressure to like do something. But at the moment, it's just like week by week, seeing what happens, just like try to put out the usual stuff, and then just kind of waiting for wipe, because then the content's going to change completely again, right? It's going to change completely. Cybersmith83, how's it going? It is going very well, my friend. We're just doing kind of whatever. We've done a bit of all sorts. Done a bit of customs, done a bit of reserve. We've done some factory. Played with the Ash 12. The SA58, mostly 7.62 stuff, honestly, just because they're good. SA58 is just fun. But I'm thinking like, I don't know. After this one, maybe we do something different. Like I probably have like a raid, this raid, and it depends on how well this raid goes. But this raid and like probably one more on me. You got Tarkov? As in like you bought the game, or like you got Tarkoved, or like how's the what's the deal? You a new player? I wish you luck if you're a new player in this environment. This is not the ideal time to start. Literally, if you're starting now, just like mess about and have fun. And don't worry about it too much. And try to learn what you can. Alright, where are we? Oh, we're over on this side. I guess we can just press the button. Make sure we're on full. You got the game. Now is going to be an interesting time to try and learn anything. Just because we're in a very strange period at the moment. I guess my rat game style on 9 to customs won't work anymore. It might on customs. That laser does not work well for me in this particular environment. Big shoots that way. Let's see. I got Tarkov today, later I got Tarkov. The first scav you ever will encounter will be a raider. Where's everyone? Oh, it's so quiet. I won't even be able to learn against scavs. No, I know. Might just delete my 5,000 PP now. Dude, it's just crazy. Just like try to learn the maps and stuff. That's all you can do. Just try to learn the maps and play some offline, because offline is also going to have the same craziness in it. Whoa. All right. You gonna play it that way, do you? So where is he? How do we get around this guy? Go this way. I don't want to face him through there. Like that's not sensible for me. Ah! I've run out of bullets. Oh, Jesus, guys. I don't even know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened here. Man, I need some more bullets first. Holy hell. We need some more bullets. Just in case someone comes. Wow, that was intense. That was really, really intense. The 50 rounder, my friends, absolutely killing it. The 50 rounder absolutely killing it. That is all I will say. What a pickup. What a pickup. Like, this was supposed to be a meme. And a joke build. So, that was exceptional. Okay, we're gonna have to go and see, like, who else is around and who was there. And then maybe we just, like, leave out a medical elevator because, like, that was good. I might even do just, like, a... I've actually had some okay raids, right? So we might just do, like, a pre-wipe shenanigans, just, like, raids or something. We'll see. We'll see. It depends whether, like... I don't normally like to do raids ones because I don't feel like they're necessarily as good for people, but, like... It depends if the wipe comes through. If the wipe comes through, like, next week, then I'll want to do some different stuff. But if the wipe doesn't come through, then I'm happy to like do something else, I think. We can mix it up. You know, we can mix it up sometimes. We can mix it up. I've done a couple of raids once. People quite like them, but like I normally like them to be like something a bit special. Oh, this one. Oh, my ETG's run off now. But never mind. Hopefully someone else has got like some food or something. We could probably just, as I said, like we're right next to the extract though, so we can probably just go. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. We'll try and get some efficient, like, med cancelling going on. There we go. Let's cancel that animation. Cancel that animation. Cancel that animation. See, the Grizzly actually heals quite quickly, but you just need to be able to cancel the animation. Oh. Leave me alone. I'm ready to leave, please. Is that someone else? I did one raid as a scav, got into a firefight with all the other player, and won. A moment before I got to the extract point. I wish you did more gameplay stuff if you had the time and energy. Did I wish. The vibes you have been playing is just something special. Oh, that's awesome. Stream content as is. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I love your weapon builds videos, but I guess there's no new material to the next patch. I think that's the issue. They just add T into the game. That'd be great. If that boy tried to steal your loot, there's always someone else. Closing the door. I know. Get out of my face, bruv. Okay. Right. Roll back round to the 50. Okay, we decked out again. How's our armor? You know what? Our armor's like holding up pretty well. Has to be said. Thought there might be someone up there. Okay. So this dude, he's got an AK, he's got a thingy, and a few other things. He's got nades though. Nades are good. We'll take these. I assume he's running BP. No, he's running PS. Okay. I'll take the 60s. Take the 60s and the Salewa. Okay. Fine. Right. Is this the guy that he stole the thing from? Actually, did I look through all his pockets? ACPC. Of what quality? It's not entirely certain. So did I open the... we'll do the med elevator in a sec. Nice. Okay. RPK dude with a killer helmet on. Pretty sweet. Can you put these in there? Probably not, right? No. So you got just like 60s of stuff. More 60s. Whatever that'll do. Random flashlight on the floor. For this dude. Okay, TV 110. So. Did I turn med elevator on? Call the elevator. Let's call for it. So these are the 4... Yeah, these are the 4 dudes. Man, that was wild. That was actually wild. Yeah, not a backpack in sight? I know. I know. 100k event may be lazy. I'm not even looting anymore. Just hunting PvP. Pretty much same here, but that's the thing. It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not a prolific looter anyway. But now it's just like, who even cares, you know? Well, that was sick. Nice one. The the longest one being 11.4 meters. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, dudes. You gotta love it. So this guy had 5. Oh god, he had 545 PS. That man. M856A1. I mean, they're not using great ammo, so how it goes. Just how it goes. Quality CQB sniping, exactly. But those engagements actually were perfect for the build that we ran, you know? Those engagements were exactly what we were looking for, with zero ergo, don't ADS, just spray at people at point blank using the using point fire. It's like insane. This guy was kind of running like a medium M4. It's like not too bad. 42 and 53. It's okay. It's the only one that I thought was like kind of decent. Okay, let's get rid of those. Rid of these. What else was he running in here? Oh, I've just lost that. It's gone. Oh, is it M856? I think. I can't even find anything anymore. My stash is just a complete disaster these days. I kind of stopped organizing it, and now it's just all gone. It's just all gone. Everything's gone. Right. I mean, since M61 is just so good, it's so hard not to use it, you know. And it synergizes perfectly with the drum. Synergizes really, really well with the drum. Huh. The 4 out of 5 CMS, bringing out the best value. What else do I have? An ETG. ETG was actually really good. That was a really good stim this raid. Like when you're nearly dead, everything's just busted up. That was great. That was really great. Okay, so we'll take an Aquamari, and then we've got to go back for some more food. People just really are hating on the old condensed milk. I think it's a shame. Isn't M80 comparable when you're just mag dumping? Not really. It depends on the armor, because like M80 has, I've got it actually up in front of me. M80 has got 41 pen against level 4, like probably. Against level 4, but against level 5 and level 6, it kind of makes a difference. Whenever I was free money, not that uncomfortable to run tier 6. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, through tier 6, M61 is just 2 tap. That's it. It's just straight through. It's just straight through. And that's the thing. I ended up, well, I crafted, like, a bunch of it anyway, just to use. So we've still got, like, probably 900 rounds or something. Or even more. 1,115. Still got loads, actually. Still got loads of rounds. So it's, like, no biggie. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. M62 same as M80 in this regard. I think so. I just think M62 is just really not very good anymore. It's kind of a shame. M62 is just kind of bad. It's like they nerfed it. I don't know why they did. They nerfed it for realism purposes, I think, which was... I don't like it. I don't like that, you know? So why would you do that? Right, okay. Got one more. I've probably got like one more proper raid. So... maybe we just go back. Maybe we go back to labs. I don't know. Labs is fun. You get PvP in labs. Let's do labs. Let's go do labs. Thank you for the follow, Crofo. Welcome. Let's just do it again. I always like trying to get a bit better at labs, because like I'm not the best labs player. But playing with, like, you know, a ton of people who don't normally play labs is probably not the best way to improve at labs, honestly. Thank you for the YouTube, guys, man. Good content. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you checking out the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Yeah, I'm on a bit later than I would normally be. Like, usually I'm on at 2 o'clock my time, but this time I started at 8. So McBurger, also thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, I had to push it forwards because of some, like, real life stuff. I ended up delaying it. It was, like, going to start at 2. Then I was, like, busy doing some things. And I could have started at, like, 3:30, but I would have only been able to go until 5, which is, like, an hour and a half, which I don't stream for very long anyway, and that really, I didn't think that was worth it, so I pushed it forwards. Let's be honest, if you were yet another Labs Andy, we wouldn't be here. Yeah, I mean, that's not really what I'm about, right? You guys know that. But that doesn't mean to say that I don't like improving and getting better at these things. So, yeah, here we are. Here we are. I think like close quarter fighting, like round corners and doors and stuff is like something that I would like to get better at. I quite like the longer range shot, like, you know, outside on shoreline, like customs, most of customs, outdoors, that kind of thing. That's sort of like where I'm sort of most comfortable. And maybe like building to building, that's not too bad either. But like inside, like round corners, doors, whatever, I'm like, I just find it a bit, you know, it's a bit odd because you have to kind of play in a very specific way to utilize the game mechanics as they exist right now. And hopefully when inertia comes in and that kind of stuff, and the net code is, you know, tweaked to make it a bit better, then things they'll feel more smooth. But I think like right now you have to play in a very specific way, and you do have to practice that too, right? Like just because the game may be in a little bit of an odd state in terms of CQB doesn't necessarily mean that there's no skill in it. It just means that you have to do certain things, right? And it's like the peaker's advantage and, you know, playing aggressive, but like if you just play aggressive, you die. So you have to do it in a skillful way, right? It's like the guys who are really good at it will be really good regardless of whether those mechanics exist or not. So whenever the mechanics change, those people who are awesome at labs and are really good at, you know, using peaker's advantage and all of that stuff, which I actually, you know, it's in the game. So what are people going to do, right? What are you going to do? You just use the game, play the game as best you can. If it's in the game, it's in the game. It's up to BSG to fix it. So, but these people are going to be the same people who would just wreck you anyway, even if there's inertia, even if there's, you know, perfect net code, there's no, you know, latency of any kind, everyone sees everybody at the same time. Even if all that stuff's fixed, these people are still going to wreck you because they're insane. They're insane players. They are actually insane. So they just use the mechanics as they are. And so those kind of things, like I would like to personally get a little bit better at. I want to see a LAN tournament. Dude, that would be sick. Can you imagine? Oh, that'd be great. You have the server next to you with like no latency. Problem is you might still get desync though, because it's like it's about the way the server processes events. So you might still get things like desync, but it might help. It might help with peakers, you know, that kind of thing. All right, mystery tour. Where are we going to start today? Oh, we're down here. I like fighting in the basements mostly, honestly. Like, I do. Now that's not a good angle for me. Where am I going to go? If people come down this stairwell and I fight one of them and I need to run. If I go back down the corridor behind me, there's sort of some cubbies. So it could be okay. I'm pretty certain that's like people on the stairs above me though. And I can get through that door. Okay. Let's move through. Probably turn the laser off. Right, turn it back on now. Right. Okay, it sounds like people are elsewhere. 100 milliseconds this way, 100 milliseconds that way between clients, make them like 5 to 10 at most. It'd be good. It would definitely help, right? It's not going to not help. Let's put it that way. It's not going to not help. Try and like, I actually can't remember if the laser is synchronized between clients. God, it's dark. Okay. Maybe just go back to med elevator for a minute. Go back to med elevator, we'll turn it on at least. I do like running around labs just pressing all the buttons, it is funny. Because then you usually get something that happens. And then perhaps we go somewhere else. Oh, someone was in here. Did they turn this on already? They did already. Interesting. Maybe head upstairs. I don't actually have any of the cards. Spawns raiders? Yeah, it should do. But like I haven't seen any, right? Haven't seen any yet. Thought maybe people fighting around server room, but don't even know what the deal is. I don't know where everyone is. I'm suddenly going to get swamped by like 20 people. Oh, that's no one. That's just me being paranoid. Okay. Okay, he's got a vector. That spawns raiders too. If you didn't get the task for the scav extract the other day, can you no longer get it? I think you can already. I think you can still get it, right? Can't you? I think you still can. For the past few days, give me a great justification to finally learn labs. Yeah. I can't find it. Who had it? It was Fence, but there was not. It was not. Okay. Thought maybe there was some PMCs coming, but I don't think so. Never really got into the game. Might give it a deeper look this way. Dude, it's a great game. You have to get over the learning curve. It's brutal and very, very tough to get into. But there was no task for the scav extract. It was from Fence. It was a message from Fence. It wasn't an actual task. It was just a message from him. But yeah, look, the game's really, really tough. That's kind of what my channel is focused around. Is around teaching players concepts, builds, like how to do various things, and that kind of stuff. Just because the game is like really, really rough. I have tried with multiple people to like help them get into the game and that kind of stuff, and I definitely know that it's, you know, not for everybody. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's, you know, I think it's worth it if you can get past the learning curve. I think it's an absolutely fantastic game. Like, it's just so much fun once you get past the first section, right? You basically need to know like how to play, how not to die to begin with, and then after that, then you can really start playing. It's like if you're, you know, playing tennis or something and you can't get the ball over the net. The game's not really, you can't really play the game, right? You're just trying to understand like how to do basic things. And that's kind of the deal with EFT in a lot of ways. These people fighting over my dude. Actually, forgot. I should have gone and. Ah! No! Is that a raider? Is that real player? I'm actually not sure. It felt like a raider to me, but I don't really know. It can take a while before you get the cash. You get it as a separate message, not the event message. Yeah, and so you don't get it straight away on leaving either. Man, I got zeroed in a lot of places. That's brutal. Gonna do some serious CMSing. Gotta keep an eye out for it. Yeah, if you do it, it like comes late. It comes like 5 or 10 minutes later. I ended up doing it. I was like doing raids back to back. And what ended up happening is I ended up getting it like for the one before when I left the one after, which is quite funny. Was the wipe day announced already? Wasn't paying too much attention? No, not yet. Not yet. They've like not said the date. They've not said whether they're actually even going to do it technically. But they released a newspaper cutting which said the UN are trying to organize a ceasefire, and they want to start with a clean slate, is what they said, which is why everyone's like, okay, they're basically announcing the wipe with that. So it's not like 100% like for sure, but everyone's pretty certain at this point, just because like they did all the events, the economy's busted, raiders are everywhere. The like the scav cash event that we're talking about. I think that's the reason why everybody thinks it's going to happen now, just because they wouldn't do all this. It's unlikely that they would do all this stuff if they weren't going to wipe. But no one knows when, and it might be Monday. I don't know. I think it might be Monday. PSG don't like wiping on a weekend, because if like everyone comes back to the game and it goes completely crazy, they're not really there. They don't want to work all weekend, right? Like, it is for them, it is a job, right? It's not like playing video games like for all of us. So it's not quite the same. And they don't want to be working all weekend, which I think is fair enough. But interesting way to announce it. Break from college, so he's got some time. That's good. That is good. It's always good to have some time for the wipe. Oh no, I did loot this dude. I did loot him. I like the way they're going about it. Leaves a bit of mystery. I think it's cool. What happened here? Okay. Yeah, the mystery's great. Not just some comment in a podcast people might not watch. I think it's fun. I agree that I think it's fun. I like the way that it's done. The way that it's been done. I definitely think it's like an improvement over previous announcements and that kind of thing. I think it's like really nice to tie stuff into the lore. It's good, man. I can't really, yeah, I have no real complaints about it. I think it's fantastic. I actually really, really am enjoying the way that things are just like panning out. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. At least I think so. Do I want this P90? Not really, but is the Vector better? I don't know. That ain't good. This man was also not here earlier. He is wearing not very good gear. Not really kitted for long range with this loadout. The zero ergo foul. It's not the one. It's not the one. Is this open? Nah. Should have pressed the button when I had the chance. Oh, probably overweight again. Yeah, usual. Usual. A lot of developers seem to be going to big batches on Tuesdays. It kind of makes sense. Going a week-long trip abroad on Monday, going to miss the initial craziness. Yeah, Tuesday update, League 2, bigger backpack. Yes, bigger backpack! Love a bigger backpack. We're getting some good momentum. Can we pick up a better version of the game to help support the game? I ended up picking up the EOD eventually because I played 2 wipes with the standard account. And I was like, I don't need to go and farm like Epsilon again in this way. And so I just did it for that, for quality of life. Because I was like, I've already done it, you know. I don't like skipping progression particularly. But, you know, when it's something that you've already done like a few times, I felt like, yeah, I probably should do it. 2 wipes with the Aldi version, then you went Waitrose. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Started like 3 months ago. I'm pretty pumped for the start of wipe. Man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm just like, I'm always intrigued to see the differences between like the previous wipes and the next wipes. Like last time they actually really brought in the big difference between Bear and UTech in terms of loadouts and stuff. And I'd like to see that slowly like diverge more and more over time. Like traders being locked, like you get Peacekeeper if you're USEC and you have Prapor if you're Bear, and you have to unlock the other one to like access the other weapons, that kind of thing. It'd be good. Would you like to see a shorter wipe cycle in the future? That's tricky. I'm going to say no, but because I think the game should be changed in such a way that it isn't as dependent upon wipes, if that makes sense. You're saying it's not about the wipe cycle, it's about the content that comes along. Beef Queen! Thank you for the follow. Giga Beef Queen. Yeah, it's perfect. First time catching the stream, big fan of the YouTube, really helped me a lot, thanks. Thank you very much. 4 months would be ideal in my humble opinion. The Real Omega, thank you for the follow as well, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I'm only going to be on for another little bit, and then I'm going to have to pop off. But first, I feel like working towards the stash upgrades, getting containers is one of the biggest progression elements of the game for you. With the AD, you've just got Kappa in terms of long-term goals. It's true because like the stash thing, it really does push you ahead. Having EOD is pretty crazy. Path of Exile does 4 month cycles, and it's perfect. I don't really know, honestly. I'm not sure. The thing is, like, it's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. Maybe 4 months is okay. I don't know. They're going to do like permanent and non-permanent accounts anyway. So, which to be honest in itself is a problem that wipes as they are as content themselves. I know that's the issue. There'll be more quests and endgame and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like when there's more endgame stuff, it won't feel as necessary to have as many wipes. I don't really know how they're going to fix it. Like me and Church spent ages talking about stuff like this on the podcast that we do, and it's just like there's so many things that they could potentially do. There's reasons why EFT plays out differently to lots of other games. So if you look at something like Rust or DayZ or whatever, like your stash is like always permanently at risk because it's just in the world. Whereas on in EFT, that's just not the case. Which is the reason why it, I don't know, maybe feels quite different, because like you can get your stuff wiped in inverted commas. I mean, this is going to be rough. Slugs in this environment. You can always have your stuff wiped in DayZ or whatever, just because someone comes and raids your base and takes everything or destroys everything. Whereas in Tarkov it's hard, because like you've got your stash, and unless your stash is at risk, it doesn't really make sense. It's harder to lose that like overall progression, do you know what I mean? So like it kind of necessitates wipes in some ways. I think there'll be more quests and endgame stuff, better balancing, so that mid-game actually exists. I think so. I think you just need to make it so that like you don't just buy all the best stuff from the traders, which has some dynamic filler quests and random stuff that appears. Kill 5 PMCs using 9x18s. Yeah, semi-freeform things to change up. I wish the quest rewards weren't just like cash either. That's not good. It's killer. Nothing to see here, friends. Nothing to see here. Me bouncing spitballs off the back of his head. Boink! We're going to go a different way. We're going to go somewhere else. He is not happy. He is not a happy man. I was a mild annoyance. That is the best way to put it. That is super funny. That is super funny. Man's got 8 concussions. AKA Stein, thank you for the follow, my friend. Thank you. Welcome to this nonsense. Well, this is working out as a lovely final raid, isn't it? Where's the guns? Where's the guns, guys? Where's the guns? Where are the guns? Where are the guns? Veteran gameplay? I forgot he was here. Honestly, I forgot. I actually forgot he was here. How has everything been stripped like completely clean? That's how. That's how. Okay. Alright. Alright. What an ending. What an ending. Alright, friends. Alright. Alright. Oh, head eyes. Exceptional. The exceptional head eyes. To finish off. You bet Kibber is insane. Can you imagine? Can you actually imagine? It's just insane everywhere. It's actually just insane everywhere. It's completely mental. It is completely mental. All right, friends. Okay, fine. So there we go. That's it. That's it for tonight. I am going to set off a nice raid. We had some really good raids in labs, and the last one that was super fun. We had some really good kills, some good fights. It's been hilarious. Different parts for like $1 a piece. I don't know. Everything's like crazy price. Maybe next time when I'm on. Actually, I'm not going to be on next week because I'm going to be away. So I might actually only be playing offline and just putting it on YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play next weekend on stream, which is sad. It's very sad. I'm going to miss out on that weekend. So hopefully they don't wipe on like the Friday or something, because like that's going to really suck. But anyway, as always, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining me in this crazy time. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's just, you know, it's just a wonderful time. And let's go and grab a raid. Who's around today? Who is on today? You know what's really annoying? If you try and go and raid somebody and then you go and see what they're actually up to in their stream, and then there's an ad, that's extremely annoying. That's extremely annoying. But anyway. Anyway. Okay, cool. Right, let's go and raid Mr. J-Dog. Because he's around. I've got a whole new set, like a whole set of American people who aren't normally on when I stream. So this is a nice one. It's like, usually I don't get this. So anyway, thanks for joining the stream, guys. It's been absolutely fantastic. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you have a wonderful time. If it wipes before I speak to you next, enjoy, go hard, have fun, enjoy yourself, and the beginning of the wipe's going to be fantastic. And just have a good time, because it really is just the best. It's just the best. So have a good one, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Ciao, ciao for now.
And it's just like, holy shit. Like, that is so cool.